Nacho Belgrande too. The nachos and shit.
I'm more of a chalupa guy. I used to get the nachos Bel Grande all the time.
Oh, bro, they got the new toasted cheddar chalupa. You tried that shit,
No, but it sounds amazing.
bro?
I swear to you, it sounds good.
Think of it like it's a chalupa, but it's like the cheese. They melted the cheese around it, and it's just like,
Why'd you close your eyes when you said that?
because
I can't wait to get that.
I'm imagining it in my
I'm
head,
here
and
with
I'm
you.
just sitting here like,
Oh,
I think I need to go grab some more. I need some water. I'll be right back. Are we live?
Yeah,
All right, cool.
live and
Hello, Will.
direct. Is Ron Irving Leonard
do I sound
Davis?
terrible because I don't have headphones?
That's so
I
tough.
don't think so.
This is the second pair of headphones that you've had to retire to the grave.
And all good headphones. I could put my AirPods on. Did that sound bad in the AirPods last show?
Usually you sound fine with AirPods. I mean, it's probably can't get worse than what it sounds like right now.
Right. So here we go.
There you go.
I hate that you can hear this.
Can you hear what?
I can hear something bother me.
What can you hear? Whose mic's it coming from?
I don't even have the chat out yet.
Nasty. Jack, welcome back to the States, bro.
Thanks, brother.
Is this Shaq's first stage show?
Am I
is.
elated to be back? No, but it'll do.
It'll do, huh?
It'll do. Let me. Yo, from last episode, a lot of people didn't like my energy last episode.
Really?
My call in. Yo, top left call in.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an interesting show. I almost forgot about that. I'd suppressed that episode apparently.
I don't know why people were so upset and mad at me.
Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Are we we up on TikTok?
Yeah. Curveball in there. I don't know what this stuff means either. They want the TikTok server URL and the TikTok stream key. JD, I don't know if you can shoot that over via. I'll hold the fort down over here. Now that I'm back, I got my powdered donuts that I'm gonna be eating throughout the show, and I have my Twizzlers. Those are today's. Those are today's treats of choice because I haven't got them in Europe. So,
all right, let's see, chat. If anyone knows how to do this, help me.
Shaq, how long are you staying out before you get back in the gym?
I've been back in the gym all week. I started Monday.
Oh, you went back? Okay. Yeah, you've been out about a week, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to do the thing that I did last year and come back in overweight and knees hurting for no reason. So I'm like, all right. I'm hitting the weights like a bodybuilder this summer, and
I'm starting that as well. For the next 3 or 4 weeks, I'm back in college lifting weights more.
Yeah. Not like oh the plyometrics. No, I want the heavy stuff. I want all that.
I've changed my diet for 3 weeks. I got to lose some of the baby hugs I got around my compartments.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like I'm about 7 pounds out of shape. Not out of shape, overweight, not out of shape.
And they're showing in all the visible places.
Not really.
Like over your hips, that's what mine showed. When you put on shorts and it's just hanging over on the side.
Right now right.
Yeah,
right.
I was like, how?
Yeah, exactly. So we're not gonna ever fully get in shape. I can still in and out crossover pull up.
Mm-hmm,
but maybe I want a pump fake after that.
You know.
That was crazy. I just accidentally went live. Whoops.
Wait. So wait.
But you were already live.
On TikTok. Trying to figure this out.
Did you send me something?
No, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out where to find the thing.
It's asking me. Do you want me to send you what it's asking me?
I know what it's asking.
Or you can imagine what it's asking me.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I say locate it, and they send me to everybody else's lives and
fire. Yeah, bro. I don't. And.
But here's the. Oh wait, I got a live. I can click live over here. Okay, maybe at the bottom of the screen. Nope. You want to know something that I was always wondering is why babies take so long? Because I was with my son just now, and he's like crawling and he is trying to walk, but I'm trying to figure out why it takes 9 months. For like dogs, they get it like right away.
Well, they have two extra legs.
They have 2 extra legs, but we have a bigger brain. I feel like they should figure it out. They're learning everything else. Like
Wait.
their sensory's overloaded, but he should be walking by now.
You think a human is smarter than a dog?
Yes.
Oh,
Not
okay.
even close.
Me too.
Wait.
I think they're very smart at what they do, like sniffing things, I guess.
Who's the
and
smartest
being able-
animal again?
They said dolphin, but I don't even. That can't be true.
I don't know.
Dolphin
how
doesn't
that's
have to
true
deal
as
with
well.
anxiety.
Well, we don't know if they do, but I don't know why a dolphin is the smartest.
Yo, a
animal.
dolphin's anxiety is probably real.
know-
You got great
I
whites
know
out there.
I know who's the dumbest animal.
A goldfish,
A cat.
Damn.
like this.
Why
A
is it a
cat's
cat?
silly.
They do nothing.
They
They
are pretty
push a
lazy.
ball. They push a ball, and people go, "Oh, look at him do this." You're an idiot. Only the greatest cat is Mufasa. But
Bro, cats are not dumb.
he's the supernatural.
I looked
Cats
I mean,
are
up.
very dumb.
they've managed to finesse people into feeding them and taking care of them. That's kind of smart.
That is pretty smart. And I also actually, for
So
some
would
reason,
y'all say,
Googled dumbest animals.
Would y'all say a homeless man is smart?
A homeless man who makes a lot of money being homeless
It de-
isn't
No,
very
no,
dumb.
but just based on you said of people feeding, we feed homeless people every day. Are you
Some
looking at them as the smartest?
some get fed more than others.
Are you looking at them as the smartest humans?
Smartest humans, no, but I wouldn't say they're dumb.
Yo, a homeless man gets me every time on the corner. By the way, if I
Me
have any
too.
money, I give
Me
it to him.
too. But I think that's
I
more of a
respect the
sympathy
hustle.
thing. Just like with cats. Cats are very dumb, JD.
no, they're not.
And
I Googled
Not for
dumb.
most part.
Dumb.
Go ahead.
I said I Googled dumb animals the other day for whatever reason. I was just curious. And bees were up there.
They're pretty
Based
dumb
off
as well.
what?
Bees would be up there. They're pretty dumb. Like, what do they
Based-
do but buzz? Bees
Yo.
are dumb. Who was top 5? Cat had to be top 5, JD. I'm sorry.
No, I promise you. All right, I'm gonna Google it again. Dumbest animals.
I don't think
Maybe
cats
caping
are
for
dumb.
cats right now is crazy.
Bro,
Cats
I
are
think-
silly.
I feel like
Well,
they're-
white people love cats.
I
okay.
think cats could live on their own. They fare pretty well.
Wow, coming in at number 19, giraffes.
Okay,
All
keep
right.
going.
You want me to start? You want me to go all the way, or you want just like top 5?
You could do all the way. You start at giraffe. Let's see.
All
how
right,
this
so
boils down.
18, killdeer. I've never heard of this, but it's like
Right.
looks like a bird. Komodo dragon. Wow. Okay, didn't expect
Okay.
that. Horned
Didn't know
lizard.
Dragons with
I
animals.
have a feeling a lot of reptiles are about to start filing in here. The secretary bird at number 15. Look at this, just learning something new every day on Players Choice Chat.
Right.
Can we get the likes up for this great, useful information? Dumbest animal, number 14, dumbest animal in the world. Northern Fulmar chicks. Those actually look like pretty sick birds. The slow loris coming in at number 13.
That
What
sounds
is
like
a
a
slow
dumb
loris?
answer.
It sounds and looks very dumb. You guys should Google it,
Yeah.
actually.
Right.
The Japanese land snails coming in at number 12. It's literally just a shell as the picture. That's fire. Number 11, Norwegian lemmings. These look like gerbils, and I don't know. They look pretty cute, but damn, that's tough. Number 10, cane toads. 9,
Whatever that is.
9 is a kakapo. Do you know what kind of animal a kakapo is?
Pause.
It's a bird. Koala, number 8.
Hmm.
Sloth,
Oh, I
number
know that one.
7. You know a sloth, Mars?
I also know that one.
A goblin shark, number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're at the top 5. A jerboa. Looks like a rat mated with a hamster. A turkey, number 4. Panda bear, number 3.
Wow.
Flamingo number 2, and ostrich as the number 1 dumbest animal in the world. And this is also from a random website, so who knows if this is just somebody ranking the animals how they see fit. But
did they cite their source?
Probably not. Don't know.
Yeah, check the bottom of the article.
I already clicked off of it. Don't care that much. Don't care that much.
I think, Del, you're underselling the cats really bad, bro. I think cats are very intelligent.
Cats are very intelligent.
Tell me why. You can tell me why.
The thing with cats is like, the main reason I don't fuck with cats is because they're not grateful, in my opinion. Because they know that they can live on their own and they can fare well. They can go out in the streets and do their own thing. They don't really need us to survive. Which is why, where in a dog, where in their mindset, they're like, dang, this is my owner. He helps me out. He cherishes me. He gives me a home. They're just way more grateful than cats. So I'll say cats are just intelligent mainly because they're able to, be in the wild and be able to be fun and survive.
Or just for kicks and giggles, they don't even know what grateful is.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Who?
They
Cats?
just know to push. They just know how to push that ball, whatever it's called, from one room to the next.
Push the ball and eat mice and eat rats.
Well, I never believed that scenario of them hating mice is that much because Tom and Jerry made us believe that. But
Nah, they be fucking them bitches up. I've seen some.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know.
They definitely do. They definitely do chase mice and rodents stuff, but it all depends on the cat. There's some dumb dogs out there too. I mean, come on.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I think my dog's dumb as hell. I think he needs. I really think he needs to get checked to see if he has anything, because the way he be looking at me sometimes, bro, I'll just be sitting there like.
He probably be hearing your takes.
My takes don't even be that bad. Y'all just be hating, bro.
Your dog be like.
Dove's been trying to get that off this last week. He's been skimming through the comments of people saying, "Y'all just really don't listen to Dub. You don't even give him a chance." That's elite.
I hate those people.
Y'all just be hating.
But I never hate on Dub. I don't think Dub is how, as you guys put Dub. I think Dub is superior to Ron. Superior.
Wow.
And I want to see them tussle it out.
I actually think Ron's superior to you.
Who's you? The show on Netflix?
Del. He's like right under you.
The show on Netflix.
Yeah, never in life. Ron is like so.
There's no way.
And I don't go on this, but Ron is like so beneath me. You got to compare me to a stat like Mars
to JJ Redick, right?
A stat like Mars and a concept of Euro, like that top tier thinkers. But Ron is like a slap in the face, and I digress.
Is Dub a slap in the face?
No. Yes, but not as much as Ron. You see how I just threw I digress in there because I'm debating you? Ron don't have that.
Ron has that. Ron has that. Ron manages to throw that's not ridiculous at all every single episode.
And
perfect timing.
The fact that he does it every single episode means like he's a casual.
Means that his bag is limited, huh?
It's very, very limited.
Okay. All right, Legend of Winning's over you. OG the Beast is over you, and Chill Town's over you. All of them.
All of them are terrible. And the fact that I come on the show sometimes and see them and hear them yelling, it's like, I guess we could do this. But the old man is cool, but Fluent, the worst. Fluent the other day was like his explanation of his suit. I know you hated it. It was the worst thing.
I looked at Fluent like, no way this is real.
Exactly. No way this is you, Fluent. And he went down the hill. He tried to slide down his hill, and it's like, Fluent, you either could get back up now, or we could keep doing this.
That was bad.
I stopped, and then Dub got in on him, and it was just like, Fluent, just stop. Like, you make no sense.
So were some years with Kobe not a superstar as well?
In terms of him not playing up to it, you could always say that, but that's not what he said. So he had to come and bring that in. But Kobe, since Kobe became Kobe, other than his first 2 years, since '98 when him and Jordan tussling and everybody's talking about the next Jordan and him, he's been a superstar in the NBA. He retired a superstar in the NBA. Like you see his farewell tour. Everybody try to get it, but you seen that, like you saw it. Bill Clinton was there. It was very nice.
Nice.
Rest in peace.
I think I owe Dub an apology from the bottom of my heart of telling him.
Oh shit. Shaq.
What were the words exactly?
We don't have to revisit that, bro. You already messaged me, so we ain't really gotta.
Well, if you're bringing it up, me messaging you, then we have to revisit it now. Now it's public knowledge.
Oh my God.
I think I told him to get something off of his face or something along those lines, and Dub didn't like it, and I didn't want to offend Dub. I also was talking about Mars's accent, but I'm not taking that one back. So here we are.
That's crazy.
Here we are.
Not taking that one back. Because this is what you guys do. The people on TikTok are on to Mars's accent, and they don't appreciate it. I'm not one of those guys. I actually appreciate the accent, but
I love Mars' accent. Mars' accent ranks top 2 or 3 to Morgan Freeman. I don't know who's winning on certain days, but sometimes it's Mars, then Morgan, then Morgan, then Mars.
It's an amazing the powers that it has.
It goes Morgan Freeman, Mars, and the State Farm guy from Love and Basketball. If I had to choose, and James Earl Jones, Mufasa voice. If I had to choose out of those 4, who would talk me to sleep, I wouldn't know who to pick.
Pause.
I would not know who to pick. Who could talk me to sleep? They'll go to sleep.
Nah,
I don't know.
Mars's accent is definitely top.
I don't know
2,
which
bro.
one it would be.
It's the craziest thing.
Maybe
it's the most regular accent.
You see the regular, even the regular right there.
It just sounded amazing. Like
made me want to get a pillow.
Mars, can one day can you just read a book for us?
That's the 2-hour show.
Wow.
Yes, just the whole show. Just read a book.
Mars reading Harry Potter.
You read Harry Potter?
No, out loud.
Not out loud.
Oh my God. Go ahead, Shaq.
Yo, did I tell you that my nanny bailed on me the day before we left?
No way.
No, you told me the big info of the nanny going with you, and then bailing.
Well, it was
crazy.
it was a 3-month lead up from getting her visa, and I'm about to get nasty because I'm nasty, and I liked her. That's the sad part of this whole thing.
So did Ron.
You've been with my son. Ron loved her. You've been with my son since he was 3 weeks old, and you pulled the chair in the nasty 42. You pulled the chair in the nastiest of ways, but you get a visa, a ticket, an apartment above this, right upstairs. Everything is paid for. And often at night, I just go into the apartment, just walk around in the living room. You know the scene from Will Smith. Just, right. How come she don't want me, man? I'm flabbergasted. I'm so hurt.
What was her
with
reason?
My son more than I should be. You said what?
With my son more than I should be.
That's crazy.
What was her reasoning?
Oh my God.
It was legit reasons, but I'm not giving her a pass. Sometimes you just gotta let things happen. And this one, it was so nasty. Then yesterday, B texted, it was like, B's sick, but not as sick as me. B took it rather well. We're both sick about it right now, but he texted her and was like, yo, I'm gonna send you your stuff back when we get back. And like, just to let you know, we not working together no more. Boom, boom, boom. She was like, okay, that's fine. Which lets me know that this was premeditated. She got talked into it by her family, friends, exactly, and then she just got scared of the Indiana streets.
Easily got talked to it. But it's only like 2 months, right? Isn't it only 2 months?
It was only 40 days. We only agreed to 40 days out of the 2 months. But let me tell you this, if you would have seen her, we're having conversation, 30 minutes. Oh, you're going to love the States, this, the food, whoop-de-woo. And then I'm like, after she pulled the chair, I'm like, she didn't ask certain questions that you should ask if you're about to leave the country. I should have seen this coming. No, but she just got a new boo thing, and that's what this might all be.
Right.
Sorry, Ron.
Is she?
If Ron ever talked to that lady,
Okay,
now it's that
okay.
lady.
You right. You
Yeah,
saying
lady.
that lady? I was trying to put like a picture behind the scope to see. You said a new boo. I'm wondering, is it a basketball boo? Is it one of those type of things, or it's like, what's her name?
Whoa! Don't dox her now.
No, it's not doxing her. It's like
I don't
I
want to say her name, but I can text it to you. It's actually a popular name, the most popular name for boys and girls. Let's see if you get this one.
Muhammad?
me.
Yeah, I was gonna say her name's Mohammed. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
There's girls named Muhammad.
I don't
That's
know.
the
He
most
said
popular
boys
name
and
I
girls.
know.
No, he said for
Yes,
boys and girls.
Like the most popular name that you see a boy and a girl called.
Mm.
Like growing up, even till this day, like over the last, I don't know, everybody has this name.
Sam?
Jordan.
That was a really good answer, but not Jordan.
Jamie.
I don't see
Nah,
too many
not
guys
Jordan.
named Jamie
Yeah.
or Jaden.
McLovin?
Jesse, yes.
McLovin is crazy.
But
What's
this
the
seems
letter
like-
start with?
It's really easy. There's an X
Oh.
in the name,
Whoa.
okay.
X.
and it's still easy. It'll be
It's
coming through
not.
in the chat in any second. Forward thinkers. But all in all, like it's been very depressing. Very depressing.
That's tough. I promise
The chat has it.
I promise.
Oh, yeah.
Got
I
it.
see.
Got it.
That was pretty straightforward.
Fire. Yo, chat, you guys are geniuses. I will get to these super chats. I see several super chats coming in, but I wanted to share some of these milestones with you guys because, I mean, we wouldn't hit any of these without you, obviously, and I feel like you guys can share in the excitement just as much as us because most of you, I would say, have been along for the ride for a long time. Some of you since it started, some of you for several months. Some of you might have just started coming around, and I hope that you stick around. We appreciate all of you. Starting with Discord, we recently just hit 1,200 people in the Discord. And with that being said, if you're not in the Discord, make sure you jump in there. Stuff's always going on 24/7 in the Discord. Go familiarize yourself with it. Ask questions. Everyone's there to help you. TikTok approaching 200,000. What is wrong with me? 200,000 followers, which is an absurd number to me. We should hit that within probably the next couple days. I think we're about to hit 199,000 probably today. Absurd. Appreciate everyone who's been following us on TikTok. Instagram, we're rapidly approaching 15,000. Twitter, recently we hit 1,000. YouTube, rapidly approaching 14,000 subscribers. And Apple and Spotify podcast listeners, we are close to 150,000 all-time downloads, which brings me to, I have to let you guys know, I was looking at the ratings, the rankings of kind of where we stand amongst other sports and basketball podcasts. Just that category.
We have to be one.
The sports and basketball podcasts were getting bullied for whatever reason. There was one time when we were, 15 in the world, and now we're like 120 or something. I don't know what happened because the downloads are increasing. I mean, we're not getting a ton of reviews.
I think they go by rate of how fast you download it. I thought you were talking about on TikTok. I don't care about being number one in the podcast lane. It's all vanity. TikTok is the only place I care about being number one because that is the club right now. And everybody's still in our fits, our shoes, our topics, our talking points. The Bozo Man Jr. is stitching us. I don't know why he keeps stitching us. If anybody knows OJ knows best, tell him stop associating himself with Player's Choice. He can go on Gridiron where he's happily welcome.
I
don't know where these bozos come off. I'm tired of everybody, to be honest. I really am. Draymond, hate his rollout. Hate Draymond Green right now for the very reasons that you guys hate, or not you guys, but certain people hate us. Draymond's doing the same shit, and all of a sudden it's cool. He's doing the same nasty shit that I've been doing for almost 2 years now, and all of a sudden it's cool. It gets slow in the summer, Draymond. Now you got to start attacking people. It gets slow. He can call out people. I pray to God we have the clip of Draymond on JJ Redick's podcast, the one where he talked about Steph for 2 minutes. I just want to hear that and I want to laugh because you guys will sit up.
Wait, that's what I was getting at. You think
I'm better than Draymond Green at everything. Let's just throw it out there. At everything. I don't know. Maybe there's some hidden talents. But on the court, I'll cook Draymond. In the podcast world, I'll cook Draymond. I'm not even lying. His in-depth analysis. Please play the Steph clip. Please play so we can hear his in-depth talking about Steph Curry. It was unbelievable. I'm brushing my teeth last night, just looking down at my phone in awe. The longest I've ever brushed my teeth. I'm in awe. What is going on right now? This is cool. This is what the people love.
What did you say about Steph?
No, I just want to hear the in-depth breakdown. And he's talking about other people. He's talking about, what did he say? Skip. I promise you, Skip Bayless gives a better in-depth breakdown than Draymond Green does, and it's not even close. I promise you. Him and Shannon.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. All right. Shannon, I could go along with Shannon.
Okay.
Skip, I don't know about that.
No. Everything Draymond says, I can look at a game and say, oh, I can say that too. What? Because he says cool basketball and not terms.
I feel like everything Skip says is emotionally based.
And that,
it's never really what's really going on. It's really just emotionally based.
Of course, though. You too. Because if I got the talking about KD right now, we would see your emotions your emotions would increase. Let's just start there.
Well, you lost your argument first for me saying everything Skip's saying, and you just bringing up one specific topic of something I like to defend. So you lost there.
Everything Skip says is emotionally based off of things that he believes in. It's the same with you.
No. Skip could see a red dog and LeBron James have a green dog. Look at the green dog's tail. It's
in the chat right now. Dog. Can we talk about Dale's trigger points? We know KD's one, but what are other Dale trigger points? Defense is a trigger point for you.
Rebounds.
I don't ever bring up rebounds. That's
exactly
Shaq trigger points.
Defensive player of the year.
Scoring.
How is scoring one of my trigger points?
Yeah. Kobe. There we go. Carmelo Anthony. Legend of winning. Yeah. Yeah, you have soft spots, and it's okay. We all do. Skips is just magnified. That's all.
Magnified.
That's all. Skips is just because we've seen it every single day because he's so great at what he does that we've seen it every single. He's unfireable.
You see, okay, now you're doing the same thing. Like how you saying why is Draymond getting so stuff for the same thing? He's under a different. No,
Draymond. Draymond just got nasty once the season ended. Yo, JD, what would always be nasty? No, not this nasty. JD, what would always be our talking points in our phone conversations of, damn, the summer's here. What are we about to do? We're nasty year round. We're nasty year round, head to toe. There's no running from it, jucking and jiving. I don't care. And Draymond seems to think that people care and give. If Draymond says something to me, I wouldn't care because he has his closet followers, but I can look at his podcast and say, Draymond, I swear to God, I could say, do we have the clip of him and Steph, him talking about Steph?
I need to know exactly what clip it is so that I don't play the wrong one.
It's all over Twitter. It's like a minute 50, minute 25.
Someone DM it to or message it to me in Discord.
You talking about the clip I sent last night? About the KD and Steph Curry thing?
My bad, chat. I don't. Yeah, but was it like
JJ
a 2-minute? Yeah.
Is that the one?
JJ Redick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his. So
as long as it's 2 minutes, I want to sit here. It was laughable. I'm looking at my son like this is what people are getting off, and then they're calling me crazy.
Laughable though. All he said.
No. It's not about all he said. He sits there and rambles.
Well, let's explain to what they said for everybody who doesn't know.
Okay.
People who don't know, Draymond Green was on with JJ Redick, and he said that.
Think about this.
When KD went to the Warriors, he said there was a point in time where teams were catching on to what they was doing, and that Kevin Durant going to the Warriors.
That was the first cap that I've ever. That was cap number one.
How?
The teams are catching on.
All right, let me finish this.
How are teams catching on to what you got? Dale?
Let me finish what he said, and then
Dale.
Let me finish what
teams
you said.
Go in there.
Let me finish what you said.
Well,
let me finish what he said.
You missing shots.
Dub started wrong though.
You missing or making shots is not teams catching on to what you're doing.
No, let me finish what Draymond Green said, and then you can rebuttal. Draymond
it's
said
a laughable
that
part in there.
Teams were catching on to what they were saying, and that Kevin Durant going there was meaningful because he don't believe that they was beating LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said that they was going to beat the Houston Rockets for sure, but he didn't believe them to beat LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's exactly what was said. So now you could go on your whole little
because
tangent.
LeBron's so great.
You can say that.
LeBron's so great, so he said that to shoot LeBron some bail in any type of way, which wasn't needed. The nastiest part of that was we were doubling Steph, they were kicking it out to me, and I couldn't score. That's all that I heard. That's kind of the gist of what I'm like, you're the reason you were getting figured out. It wasn't Steph.
Interesting.
He said that Steph couldn't get his own bucket. And he basically essentially was saying Steph couldn't get a bucket, and the teams were figuring out because Steph couldn't get a bucket.
Draymond Green in 2016.
I didn't hear this. Now I really want to hear this.
Wait, Draymond Green in 2016 and 2015 was a liability? I don't think that was the case.
So how were they getting figured out? What was he alluding to?
Our
I
offense.
also agree with you. I also agree with you. That's why when he says they need a KD, I'm like, what are you talking?
Wait, okay, so
Draymond, what are we talking about? And you're the guy that I'm supposed to put over JJ Redick?
Mars. So how was teams figuring out the Warriors' offense?
I mean, when you run an offense like we do, motion, everyone cutting, like eventually,
we
was
do.
Killer.
yeah, well, I'm a Warriors.
That's
fan,
the
so I'm saying
Warriors fan, bro.
But yeah,
I know.
when you run an offense like that, eventually, if teams have the right personnel and you can switch, or you can anticipate guys cutting to the basket, or you can trap Steph coming off of screens, you need someone who, when teams switch everything like Houston did, and that's why we needed KD, in my opinion, to beat Houston. When teams switch everything, you need someone who can, in isolation, just score and basically break down the switching defense that teams are trying to play. And I think that's how teams were starting to get to us. In 2016, OKC were having good fortune. They had guys like Roberson, Russ was strong, KD was switchable, Serge Ibaka was switchable. So when we're trying to get into our motion offense, and Steph wasn't as strong as he is now, and he couldn't like handle the two physical bigs OKC had mixed with KD, and he didn't have as much of a mid-range game as he does now as well. It was more one-dimensional our offense, and that's what teams could kind of figure out. And if you have more physical players, that's what you could like key in on, and then you get KD, and it just unbalances the whole equation.
So
Sorry,
Shaq,
JD, I'll
now I
find it.
ask you. So Shaq, now I ask you this: Why, and what Draymond said was wrong or crazy when he's just being real with how he interpreted the situation?
No, because I want Dale to hear this before we keep breaking down something that everybody
Yeah,
has.
I really
I might have
wanna hear
found it.
So,
I might have found it.
It's
It's
the
in
only
the
one
chat. I sent it in
that's
the
just
chat.
like
No,
2
you.
minutes.
I don't think you did.
I for sure did.
I've been
It's the
scrolling through
side
it. I don't
chat
see it.
without JD. Yeah, this is the one. Dub, you sent it in the chat without JD
Oh, I did.
and all the players' choice members besides JD.
Oh,
Or we
wow.
talk shit about JD.
Yeah, definitely. We can't talk about that.
Yeah, JD, this is the one.
But JD, the chat is, I don't want to be a grid. The chat is just for the music. So just to hope you don't feel like I'm one of those guys that would talk behind your back.
Thank you, Dale.
And Mars is not there as well.
Thank you. All right, I think we got it. So I'm gonna play this. Let me know if you guys cannot hear it. I'm about to play it right now.
Now I have beat the Cavs coming back around without Kevin, and here's why. Teams have figured us out, and I personally don't think at that point Steph Curry had figured out I'm going to get a bucket whenever I want to. I don't think he was capable of that yet. I think he was still growing into that. And so because of that, once teams started to figure our offense out, we were starting to struggle more and more. I'm not sure if you remember that series of OKC.
Pause it really quick. Questions, comments so far? We're 30 seconds in.
Let's get it.
And
Keep it
I
going.
want the chat and the viewers. Just listen to his intelligent breakdown of just 2 straight minutes, not letting anybody else get a word in. But let's keep going.
Where we were down 3-1 and we had to come back. And that's because teams had started to figure it out. And so what then in turn ended up happening was Steph still creates all the havoc that he fucking creates. Like I tweeted, Steph faced so many double teams and Kevin didn't. That's a fact. Like, you can go look at the numbers or just watch the game if you can analyze the game better than Skip Bayless. And if you watch the game, then you see that Steph's
Can we pause it there?
Pause, yes, please
there?
pause. Two things. Pause. Thank you. 2 things. So this is why I hate all of this, especially also from you, Shaq. When Draymond said this, the first thing he said about Steph and KD and doubles and all those stuff, no one came on this show, or even in the chat, people are saying Draymond just be talking. No one came on the show and defend his take or say he just yapping his mouth because, it's something they agree with at a shot at KD in terms of Steph over him. So now when he gives KD bail, it's Dre just doesn't know what he's talking about. Dre just doing this, Dre just doing that.
We've already beat the KD point you guys clearly.
It's not beating the point. I'm actually not even talking. I'm talking to the chat because people are saying Dre doesn't know what he's talking about. But let's say Draymond went on that show, right, and came and say, yeah, KD came and helped, but we don't know what we didn't think we needed KD as much. Yada. You know what the chat will be saying? Dre's a real one. Dre knows what he's talking about. I agree with everything he said. I knew they didn't need KD. So now he said, because I don't see nothing wrong about anything he just said. And it has nothing to do with KD. It's just how he's breaking down the game. What was wrong?
Wait. I just want to, the part that I want to, that's just his opinion. So that's not facts. Him saying that they needed KD.
Okay.
That's just him trying to get off the rest of his nastiness because they gave him a mic and he just started chatting. So now he's to the point where he can't stop chatting. He started chatting and saying Steph couldn't get a bucket. On his unanimous MVP year, he couldn't get a bucket? Or the MVP after that one, could he not get a bucket? Or when he was tearing up the playoffs, he couldn't get a bucket. Read off Steph's playoff numbers. Could he not get a bucket? I don't understand why he alluded to Steph, but that's all that I'm saying. We can keep going.
He said create I think Steph is a better one-on-one creator now than he was back then. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's
just
all
this year. So this season.
No.
We didn't hear this last season.
Why? Why would you? They lost in the bubble.
So what is the point of bringing that up right now? Steph is better now than he was at the unanimous MVP years.
Shaq, they asked a question about them. That's why he's talking about it. He didn't just pop up. Let me talk about this now. That's not how it works.
All right.
Double team, and Ty Lue then goes publicly and say, I'm double teaming Steph Curry every chance I get. Kevin wasn't getting double teamed, but the reality is we got to a point where we needed to be able to give someone the ball that can just go get a bucket. And Kevin was already there. I don't think Steph was there yet. So it gets us through those 2 years. We get those 2 championships. But while we're doing that, Steph is continuing to work and evolving, and most importantly, becoming the strongest dude on our team. And to this day, he's the strongest guy on the team. And that allowed him to score whenever he wanted because you can no longer bump him off his path. Like, I think about the drive against Al Horford when he was picking on Al Horford in the fourth quarter of Game 6. Now I have
it.
So what's so outrageous about that, Shaq? What's so crazy about that? He's just breaking it down. A guy who
he didn't break down anything. He said an unpopular opinion that backs LeBron of we couldn't beat LeBron. People may or may not run with it. That's not my position to say whether people are going to may or may not run with it or the KD part. But outside of him just saying something, nothing was broken down. He said nothing. Mars, please tell me. Mars, tell me about Steph's offense from back then to now.
Stephen Curry not being that strong enough to be able to muscle his way.
What did he say?
That's exactly.
He said Steph's stronger, so he can handle physicality more. That's what
I swear to y'all, throw this mic out the window. Steph is stronger. That's the talking point. That's the breakdown.
That's what he said. I never said it was breakdown.
No, not you. I'm coming at that because he's trying
to. Breakdown. That's the breakdown in which he's talking about. You're asking for a breakdown.
So that's the extensive breakdown.
That's not extensive, but Steph is stronger though. But you know,
he's 100% stronger.
Yeah, Steph is stronger though.
Yeah, I bet. So that's the reason he couldn't go one-on-one against players. I swear to you, I've seen Steph wiggle out of any layup. I've seen it from his unanimous year, even before up into this now. Steph is strong. Yo, y'all really not do so. Steph being stronger attributes to how many more buckets a game that he wasn't getting in the unanimous.
I don't think it's about on a per game basis, like points per game averages. I think Steph will get 28 regardless. But in situations where it's like 2 minutes left, tie game or whatever the case may be, when you urgently need someone to score, Steph is probably better in that situation now than he was back then. I think it's a bit disingenuous because if you're stronger, you can get to any spot on the court easier, especially if you're a small guy.
No.
You can get to any spot easier than someone who's not strong.
Dale,
I love.
I'm about to shoot this mic through the ground. I don't want to do this. So him being stronger helps him get the spots better on the court.
Yes.
How often?
Depends how often you're in that situation.
So now we're covering up Steph not being clutch, and we're substituting him with he's hit the weight room. Now he's more clutch. I think swear to God, that's what you guys said.
I said I think it's a bit disingenuous because Steph got hurt in the 2016 playoffs, which kind of took away from his quickness, which is what used to be able to get him past defenders in the regular season. So I think that's where Draymond is kind of like twisting the truth of the situation a little bit, which I don't fully agree with him. But I do in the sense of, I think KD's said this before. He said it about Golden State, that the motion offense we run it is good for the first 2 rounds when you're playing against weaker teams. But then you get later in the playoffs and you can't just rely on a motion offense to get you consistent offense all the time. And I think that's what Draymond is also saying, that we needed someone who, like a KD. I don't think we needed KD, but someone who was an elite isolation scorer. Someone who could just, the offense breaks down, we're 5 seconds left, there's nothing available for us. Clay's not open, Steph's not open. Can we just give someone the ball and they can just bail us out of a possession?
I think anybody
we just had the best player in the
league
league at doing that. And I think that's what I don't know if we would have never won. I'm not going to predict or say anything, but KD did kind of make us unbeatable, and that's the reason why.
Listen, I digress. I just don't. I was waiting for the extensive breakdown. All I heard was we needed KD, and now I'm gonna blame Steph because I'm putting down Steph because we needed KD so much.
I don't think
he's putting down. I mean, the fact that Steph put on strength kind of consolidates the point that Steph knew he needed to get stronger.
So out of those 2 minutes, you heard. All right, man. Okay.
You think he put Steph down there?
But this is where I miss Ron on the show, or just anybody else that isn't named Mars, Dub, LeBron. Dale or JD, because what you guys do is sit here and you can't see the other side of things, of Draymond's just up there chatting. If I said that same thing right now, somebody on this panel would talk me up and down because my name is Shaq. But since it's Draymond and we're talking about KD, Steph, and the Warriors, that's 3 out of the 5 people up here. Bingo.
No offense,
bingo.
Shaq. No offense, Shaq.
Bingo.
Draymond Green plays with those guys, and he sits there and sees that firsthand on what's going on. So if anybody whose opinion is majority of the time valid is a guy who sits there and lives in that scenario.
You can't tell
Dub's going back to this point.
He's not a fan of that.
I don't know where you've been, Dub, when we've already had this.
I know this. I know where Shaq stands with this, but I mean, it is. I hate that.
That's not because Mars can sit there and say and agree that Steph got stronger. So what does Draymond need to tell us that Mars doesn't already know? So what's the correlation there?
No. So
what do Mars? So give me. Okay. No. Because
right, then what is
okay. He's new media. Hell, I guess we're new media. Everybody's new media. In the old media, we know it's just 4 guys.
Well,
so Draymond with the new media. Draymond with the new media approach of you being an NBA player, being Steph's teammate, and you get to see it all firsthand. Then you give me the extensive breakdown that Mars can't articulate. That you can. Mars said he got stronger. So Draymond, what was Steph doing? Was he in the weight room? What was he eating? What made Steph so much better other than Steph got? But I mean, this is new media. I'm just saying this. All right,
Shaq. No,
hold on real quick, Dub.
Go ahead, Dub.
My thing with the strength thing, like you said, I saw it, Mars saw it, we seen it, but not gonna lie, when he broke it down and said he's the strongest person on the team, I was like, that's kind of cool. So we didn't know that. We didn't know he was number 1. That's a little insight.
So you're telling me if Steph Curry is the strongest player on the Golden State Warriors right now?
I didn't believe it, but I just said it was insight.
I'm guessing it would have to be like relative to like body weight.
No.
I'm assuming. I doubt he lifts the most on the team. I doubt that, but I'm
Well,
assuming
not
it'd
for
be
nothing.
like
Remember back in the day, they said Earl Boykins was the strongest person in the NBA. I know I'm not the only person that's seen that. And Earl Boykins is like Dub's height.
And who
It
believed
can
that?
happen.
That was old media doing old media things.
It can happen,
He's for
bro.
sure.
I'm
Yeah,
stronger
like
than what my size looks like.
right.
Like I could,
Dub,
I mean, if I could
Okay,
bomb
was this
somebody down the
insightful?
court
Was this
who's bigger than
insightful?
me.
What Draymond said? Was this insightful?
yeah,
I
it was
mean, for-
cool, Shaq. I didn't
for
think nothing
people who
of it.
didn't for people who didn't know, it's probably insightful. I mean, I've always thought that Steph needed to get stronger. I've never said we needed KD, but I don't think it's lack of insight. I think it's more than what guys like Skip Bayless have ever said. They just said Steph choked, Steph couldn't get it done. Steph doesn't perform. There's no
I think they
context to
need.
anything
He
those
doesn't
I
guys
have
say.
the
think
killer
they.
will.
I think
Yeah,
they
like
needed.
they
I
just
think
just
needed
blame
each
things
other.
on intangibles.
Mars, I
like,
guarantee you, if we did this show every day for 3 hours, it'd sound like that too.
that's cool. We don't do that, and maybe that's a good thing because if my takes resulted in killer will and clutch gene and a bunch of things you can't prove, then I probably wouldn't want to talk about basketball.
You mean like Steph being stronger? I would love the proof here because honestly, I swear to God,
Steph being
I
stronger
cannot
is
see it.
visible.
I just don't know how Steph is stronger other than his unanimous MVP. What he
That's
blocks
visible.
differently when he goes up and he gyrates his
well,
body
his-
differently. He pounds the ball harder.
Well, it's harder. Well, mainly for the defensive side, it's harder for guys to just bully ball their way past Steph.
Bully ball. I want to see these clips. I want to see these clips of Steph.
Oh.
What are you talking about? Bully ball? Like what? Like them
Like
taking
people
the ball
muscle, like them literally just muscling and moving Stephen Curry out the way. That doesn't happen as frequent as it usually does because he's gotten stronger.
Yo, I swear. Yo. Listen to me. No,
You can
based
just see
off of
Steph's
what?
frame.
No,
Just
no.
look at his frame.
Now, there you go, Mars. I'll give you that one. But where Dub's going with this one is completely disgusting. But just keep going, Dub. You can see what.
you mean,
Tell
keep
me
going?
why. How can you tell that he's stronger? Dub?
How much times do you want me to repeat the same thing?
One more time.
I repeated the damn same thing 2 times in a row for you.
My
Is your
bad.
ears
Can you
clogged?
get it one more time? My bad.
I said when somebody is not as easy for people when Steph's playing defense. It's not easy for you to just sit here, bully ball, move him out the way so that they could get to the lane. Now Steph is able to sit here and be like, nah, you're not gonna move me as easier, which allows the Warriors to help them easier than it was in past time. That's the way you can measure somebody's strength.
So what does that have to do with his offense?
Oh my God! That wasn't the question. You said
that's what Draymond was alluding to.
The question that
I mean,
you
he
asked,
used
which
the
I'm answering
example
your
of Al
question,
Horford.
You said, "How do you measure Steph's strength?" I gave you a way to measure that.
I swear, Mars. I swear to you, I can go get 100 clips of him doing that in the unanimous season.
You probably can. That's why I said I think it's a bit disingenuous because I think the difference. I think Steph now is slower than he was in 2016. I think he's stronger now, but he lost quickness in the process of A, age, and B, gaining the strength. That's why I think it's a bit disingenuous because I think Steph was hurt partially in 2016, which took away from his quickness, and then he didn't have the strength to make up for the lack of quickness, which is why he couldn't get a bucket like KD's, not like Draymond's.
So all he had to do was say that Steph's getting older. He had a few injuries. His mind is sharper, and we could have failed for that. What he's missing out on quickness, he's making up in the weight room.
Yeah, I think it's more so Steph's adapted. I don't think it was he couldn't get a bucket. I think the way he used to get a bucket with quickness was dampened by the fact he got hurt in the 2016 playoffs. Because in 2015, we didn't have this problem. Steph, especially in the finals, I know the Cavs were hurt, but Steph could definitely get a bucket whenever we needed him to. So I just think it was a bit disingenuous. I think he's trying to not say protect KD, but KD is catching a lot of strays for us winning the title when KD's not even on our team.
For sure.
So I think he's just trying to like basically tell people, look, KD was important to what we did. We don't have 4 titles without KD. Let's just not criticize a man who's nowhere near our team for our success. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Okay. I just don't understand. Okay, I see that point. I think where I get held up at is at the fact that he says that they needed KD after a team came down from 3-1 first time in history in the finals and beat them. So I don't know how much you needed KD. So if you guys would have won that, would you also have needed KD? If you guys would have beat LeBron twice in a row, would you guys have still needed KD to beat LeBron, who you just beat 2 times in a row? So why I'm just curious. Because, Draymond, you had something to do with that series. But, hey, I digress, Draymond. You guys needed Kevin Durant. But if you win that championship, and now that's 2 in a row, how much did you actually need him? That's just my take.
Do you really think that the 2017 Cavs team who went on a crazy run in the playoffs as well. Do you really think that the Warriors could have beaten that team without Kevin Durant?
Beat the question. What year? I didn't hear the year.
2017.
Because the
What about
Cavs
it?
was on one that year.
Uh-huh.
I think that team was better than the 2016 team.
Yes. So that Golden State Warriors team without Kevin Durant.
Here's the thing. At that time, when they made the decision for Kevin Durant to go there, we had no idea. Based off of what had just happened, there was no reason to hit the panic button and go and grab KD. But that was well within their realm, and they did.
It's not even a panic button though, because if you got an opportunity, you got a team, you got an opportunity like, I can make this all fluctuate to where I'm not losing a bunch of pieces. I could sit and grab Kevin Durant and give my team this crazy
that's
chance.
fine. Then Draymond, don't say that you needed him. I'm with you. They should have got, if you can get him, but don't try to cop out years later. Say that you needed him.
I mean, listen, bro. I mean, 2018, they go to Game 7. CP3 gets hurt. They still go to a Game 7 with the Houston Rockets. Draymond says he couldn't lose. I have to disagree with him on that. If it took KD and Steph Curry 7 games to beat that team, I really don't think that the Warriors is beating them without KD or Steph. 2017, that's more of in the air because they beat them in 5, and they're basically running back 2016 versus 2017. So that one's up in the air. But 2018, bro, I don't really see them. I don't see them beating the Rockets at all.
Yeah, I think it's likely we get one out of the two without KD. That's what, if I was to bet, that's what I would bet. But I just don't, saying we needed KD, I don't think we needed KD. I think we just needed any any good isolation score. If you got us a Paul George, I think we win back-to-back. Kawhi Leonard, obviously, we win back-to-back.
Mhm.
Like I think it's we needed a player in KD's mold, we didn't need Kevin Durant.
What about just a normal player?
I mean, I wouldn't say Andrew Wiggins, but like if we got a Brandon Ingram like type player, I think we could still win. I just think we needed someone who was a very good isolation scorer, who was switchable in defense. That's all we needed. KD was just the best version of what we could get.
True.
Was he? Because he's not a superstar anymore.
Oh my God.
I think you said that as well.
Yeah, he's a superstar player, not a superstar in terms of global popularity, in my opinion.
Okay.
But superstar talent.
We've already beat that horse. We have a backlog of super chats I want to get to.
I heard a lot of nasty stuff when I was away through the AirPods. I'm not going to repeat them.
Cups of Rose Sing It Dub donated through the super chat.
For her, shout out to you, my guy.
And he broke his headphones. Reginald Bailey sent a super chat, said, "Flowers, fellas, best podcast, no debating," with 3 goat emojis. Appreciate you, Reginald. Cups of the Rose Sing It Dub donated again through the super chat, said, "Hakeem over LeBron."
Damn.
Loaded 2K wants us to do a start bench cuts with Bam, Cat, and Rudy. I feel like we've done this start bench cut before.
I got called Drake last week in the club, and I felt like a god.
Well, that's not the start bench cut.
Wait, Dale. So I can't say what I said the dub last episode, but he can just say that, and that's not anywhere close.
That he got called Drake?
In that he felt like a god.
And what did you say last week? Please remind me.
I feel like they're similar.
Not similar at all.
I feel like they're similar.
You should have started the show and apologized to Dub for what you said to the last time you guys were interacting with each other. That's what you're talking about. No, you apologized to him in our chat.
No, I apologized to him live.
Where were you? Hello?
I wasn't on the last show then.
No, he did it at the top of this show.
Right now. I wasn't on the last show.
And then
I didn't hear that.
Bro, you literally, because he brought up Mars's accent too, and then Del, you started going on a rant about Mars's accent, about how much you like it. You were literally right here.
To me up here. I feel like you guys don't listen.
Bro, he for sure was tuned out. That's crazy.
I did, yeah, definitely tuned out. So can you say apology again?
No, he already did it. That's crazy.
There's more people here. I apologize to Dub for saying that Mars is all over his face. I don't know if I said it like that, but I just got some joy by repeating that, and I'm apologizing. I didn't want to take it there.
Right.
All right, one of you can
I don't
do
know why
this.
you Northeastern guys get like that when stuff like that
Nah,
happens.
I'm not
that's
Shaq, I'm not a part of that group. I'm from the East. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm for all that, but I'm not. I don't care. Like I'm not the one that would be like, yo, don't invite me to you. I'm like, cause I view it differently. If
nah, that's
another man is telling another man invite them to his member, I look at the man doing the invitation more than I look at the person receiving.
But
Like,
if a female
I'd be
did
like,
it, it's just a lot of sexism going on.
cause I would look at it like, why would you say that to a man? I that's the only thing in life I take so literal.
There's
Like,
nothing wrong with
you
that,
really want-
nah.
by the way.
That
Cause
shit.
imagine the person that another man is saying that to be like, okay, then what? Where do we go from there?
Then we find out something new.
All
and I
that
appreciate
to
the
be
honesty.
question. I've
said,
never
meaning there
seen
is
anybody-
nothing wrong with that, by the way, chat. So don't read
It's
too
not
deep into
culturally
that.
acceptable.
Can someone do the start bench cut from Loaded 2K? Bam, Cat, Rudy. We don't need everyone to do it, but someone
It's
hit me with it.
Rudy, Cat, Bam.
Fire. Sharky HD, thank you for the super chat. Mars is God, donated through the super chat. Mars over JJ Redick. Some high praise there. Sharky HD.
Very, very, very high praise.
Why?
It's not
the
that
a-
high, Mars. It's really not. Trust me.
Shark,
Yo, your agenda towards JJ is crazy.
just towards everyone in media is elite.
No,
Shark-
Shaq. It's. I'm sorry, JD. So it's old media, new media, and it's Shaq's media. And Shaq's
I'm here for
media,
Shaq media.
which I'm starting to understand. It's like, which he's not fully getting. Is like, yo, we popping. We know what we talking about. Why JJ saying the same stuff we're saying, and we're not getting that same pub? But you have to understand, it's a JJ Redick saying it. It's Draymond Green, fresh off winning the championship. They're not gonna view us as that same kind of traction.
We have more
Go to
followers than JJ
no,
Redick's
no, no.
podcast on TikTok, by the way.
Exactly.
We are not the same.
So go to JJ Redick's 2 in the
but-
0-3, 2-3
Right,
zone,
that's on TikTok, but on ESPN,
3-2 defense.
he's
Go look at the podcast.
He's blasted on TV all the time, so that's. But on TikTok, you won't say that on TikTok because you know we move units on TikTok. But you're saying in a grand scheme of the Twitter gram world, it's like, JJ, I hate you.
I only seen JJ. Yeah. No, I disagree.
Wait, speaking of JJ Redick, you know what Fluent said last night on Fluent and Chill? He said
What'd
that
he
he
say?
said JJ Redick would get bodied by Bob Cousy in a one-on-one.
I think JJ Redick will body the shit out of Bob Cousy. It won't even be fair.
I think Bob Cousy's stronger.
Not with those skinny ass arms.
I think Fluent is really trying his best to be someone, whoever that person is. Because there's no way, Mr. Fluent. I think you really feel like Bob Cousy is beating JJ Redick in a one-on-one.
No,
Like,
wait,
what are
wait,
you
he said
talking
it.
about?
He said it off the show too. Like he is what this was not cameras on. Like I'm gonna jump off a cliff. That he's dead serious.
Like,
No,
what is
that's
he
the
talking
funniest
about?
thing I ever heard in my life. Because wait, so everybody's saying that there's been a switch in Fluent's behavior.
Bro, I don't know.
It's
I
the
don't
player's
know what
choice
has been-
effect.
He's
I don't know.
because the first couple of times I've been in contact, he came on the show. I'm like, oh, he's like, cool, like say some solid stuff. But not for nothing, the KD superstar thing was terrible. And even people that don't even like KD, it's like, what is this guy smoking? And then now to sit there and tell me someone from 1918 could beat JJ Redick in a one-on-one, it's ridiculous.
1918.
Like, come on now. Like, come on.
I
Be
love
serious, though.
You want to know what happened to be on yesterday after I was watching a segment of Undisputed? The next thing that came on, because I was watching my son, all I hear is announcers calling a Larry Bird versus Michael Jordan full game in its entirety.
How was that?
I kind of liked what I was seeing. It was kind of fun.
So
Look
to
competitive.
throw Larry Bird some bill, I actually saw clips of a game. Larry had like 28 and Jordan had 35. And I'm like, oh, okay, like you see Jordan just dominating, just getting into his spot. But I'm watching Larry, I'm like, okay, good catch and shoot. Okay, back down. And I'm like, oh, okay, I can see why Larry was playing in that time and doing his thing. Because a lot of stuff that was needed now, he didn't need back then. So I threw Larry some bills, so he moved up my all-time list. So
Like
that's
what?
a good
So what,
revelation.
50?
No, like 118, but it's from 125.
Who did he jump over?
I have to go. Never. I'll have Gary Payne would lock him up. To me personally, even though Gary Payne is out there talking about Larry would kill everybody, all that stuff. I feel like even when Jason Williams was on the show, he's like he would beat your best player and all that stuff. And I get it. Like you got to stick out for your brothers, but I get it.
Yo, who are you taking, Gary Payton or CP3 in a game of one-on-one?
One-on-one, I'm
Wow.
taking Gary Payne.
That's tough.
I don't think
Taking
that Gary Payne. I don't think that Gary Payne would lock up Larry Bird just because of the size difference. He'll be able to. You probably post him up easier.
Yeah, I feel like Larry Bird would.
And Larry
Do
Bird
work.
was like 6'10" with long ass arms. He shoots over people, bro. That's why he was.
His highlights wasn't bad. I'm not gonna lie. Larry showed me some things. I was very, very
I
impressed.
think you sleep
Yo,
on
we
Larry
always
Bird.
have
And
this walk back like every
I
other
kinda
30
find it-
episodes.
I kind of find it weird because you think that MJ's the GOAT. So it's like the way you view some of the players in MJ's time. It's like I don't
It's not
understand
some.
how
It's
you could.
only no. It's the way I viewed him on that level. And yes, what this is. I love that you said that. I'm amazed that you said that. What would you say is MJ time?
MJ's time, it was the 80s and then the 90s because he played in 83 and he was dominating in that time, mainly statistically. And then the 90s was when he started
And the
winning.
90s was when he was
winning.
a god.
He was.
A god. And in that time, it was a god. No, nothing else but a god. And that time, who it was? It was who? Larry was on his way out, so it was Magic. It was more like a
There
Grand
was
Hill.
nobody in the league.
Iverson. It was
Penny Hardaway,
the-
Shaq.
more bigger guys. Shaq, those guys, of course, they were babies. But that's so for in the 80s, he was like just getting his buckets, getting his numbers. And I didn't know, honestly, until watching The Last Dance that Michael Jordan was that big. I swear to you. Like it really was like people really view him like people really view him as like, yo, that he is really Jesus.
So you only value, yeah, that was funny. So I see that too. So you only view the 90s and up, completely disregarding the 80s, where in that time.
No, I don't disregard the 80s. I don't disregard the 70s. I don't disregard the 60s, the 50s. I just don't compare, saying like a Bob Cousy. Like
keep it 80s
Bob,
because I'm fine with the
no.
80s. I don't like the 70s or the 60s.
No, because I think Isaiah Thomas played in that era, and Isaiah Thomas is nice to me. I think Larry Bird could hoop. I think Magic could hoop. I just don't think people say they top 5, top 10. That's what I don't agree with. I never said they can't hoop. That is just what I don't agree with. I don't agree with Magic Johnson. People say Magic is a better point guard than Steph Curry. I've been saying no to that, but I just don't. I can't see it. These eyes, when I put my glasses on, my contacts, when I use my eye drop from Visine, when I go to the doctor and I put my stuff, I cannot see it. It just doesn't happen.
It's like, and it's kind of hard to like have these conversations with you because the reasons I'm trying to understand. I want to understand the reasons. I could have been blind and listen to. I want to understand the reasonings, honestly,
and be like, Jordan's the GOAT, probably still, just based on people saying. Like Stevie Wonder is calling Michael Jordan the greatest player ever. How? Like Stevie, stop.
I'm just trying to understand the reasons. Is it the dribble moves? Is it dribble pack? Is it just doesn't look that well to you?
I don't know what it is, bro. It's like it just hurts my eyes when I watch them play.
It's like looking at an airplane from the 70s. You're like, what is this?
It's like I'm waiting for something to happen, and then even when they score, I'm like, did that happen? I don't know. I can't. I'm sorry, Dub. It's just an answer
okay.
I won't change. Yeah, it's like
I got you.
Maybe when I get a brew in me, pause because I don't know.
Starkey said or asked, why Dell sound like Remy Ma? I don't know who that
That's
is.
racist.
I have no idea who that is. Aaron, but
it's a rapper. Wait, is Sharky white or black?
Well, Sharky is a chat. He's a viewer, so no idea.
If you're white, Sharky, we'll have to meet.
That was racist for you thinking that he was black.
No, I said, is he white? I said, if he's black, it's racist. I said, if he's white, it's racist. If I said, if was first.
I'm right again.
Aaron Butta said to Super Chat, said Discord has the richest mods, Garp and Simp the Rich fire. Nick T sent a 20-piece chicken nugget. Great show. It is so funny how your guys' show stays amazing all year long, but TV gets so lame during off-season. Appreciate the content. We appreciate you, Nick T. Thank you for the Super Chat. Mr. Hale.
TV's lame during the season, too.
True.
I really wish you guys would go listen to... Has anybody in here listened to a JJ Redick podcast all the way through? Draymond, has anybody in here listened to a Draymond Green podcast all the way through?
Never listened to. I've literally only seen clips of that stuff because I don't have
if
time.
the Draymond Green ones are like the 20-minute ones, then yeah.
I listen to Players'
Choice. Sharky's black, so good joke, Sharky.
Has anybody in here listened to a Pick a Side podcast all the way through?
No, I cannot.
What about a Keep It a Buck?
I haven't
know
listened
what those are.
Oh, I'm actually back in the States. Yo, JD, we got to do the podcast swap.
The podcast swap?
Yeah, because we couldn't do it because we weren't on the right time zones. Tell Keep It a Buck I would love to come on their podcast, and I'm going to wild out.
What is that? Keep It a Buck.
And we also have Pierre from Through the Wire said that he'll come on, I think, Wednesday. I can't wait to get all of these guys on the podcast just so I can ask them simple questions.
Oh, boy.
Why do you think your word is law?
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Mr. Hale sent a Super Chat, said, get them likes up. I agree with Mr. Hale. Let's get those likes up. Yo, let's keep it a buck. Hey, they're here right now, Shaq. There you go. I don't even have to DM them.
Get them in here right now.
Get them in here right now.
Because I need to know who this is. Let's keep it a
Let's
buck.
keep it a buck.
Listen, let's keep it,
so I know Lowe's
JD,
brothers on Let's Keep It a Buck. So you know Lowe. So
JD, like let's keep it a buck. Like
Lowe has a brother.
That was a hell of a move.
That was fire.
That was a hell of a move.
Wait, we know them?
Yeah.
No, they just donated $5. They just happened to be here while we were bringing them up. I like that move. Let's keep it a buck.
If anyone from Let's Keep It a Buck wants to come on right now, yes, I'll send them the link. Thank you, Mr. Hale. Brett, Dre runs his mouth more than he runs on court. That's fire. Assist sent a super chat, said, who do you think in the top 10's untouchable? I think Steph, KD, Luka, and Giannis will be there in the next decade. Like, can Kobe and Shaq drop out? Wow.
Shaq will never drop out.
I don't think Kobe would either. I think people disrespect Kobe a lot, and I don't even know why. I think it's one of the weirdest things. I guess they don't like the accolades that he has, that he doesn't have a lot of MVPs or whatnot. I'm not sure, but I think a lot of people just try to discredit him and who he was as a player.
It depends on who's top 10. Because Wilt, Bill Russell, all of those is like, what are we doing? Why are you there? So, like, who else is in there? For like the generation, like the basic top 10, the top 5 unanimous would be Mike, Braun,
Kobe,
Kareem.
No, Mike, Braun, Kareem,
Magic,
maybe Wilt or Bill. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, Wilt and
Bill, Tim Duncan gets thrown in there.
I was gonna say, but sometimes Wilt and Bill get tossed out of people's top 10s right now.
The people who the people who don't respect the 60s, they don't usually put them in, but like the talking heads usually put him in.
Then you have Kobe at like 9, Tim Duncan at 7 or 8,
Shaq's usually at like 7 or 8.
When are we gonna have an honest conversation about Tim Duncan?
What's the honest Tim Duncan conversation?
Yeah.
Because he's so highly debated, or he's so highly held. I want to know why we never talk about him as much. Is he just like, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Kind of boring to talk about.
Oh, because he's boring to talk about, or is it?
I don't know. I actually was a fan of Tim Duncan. I love Tim Duncan. His eye touch failed me as well. But when I was watching, like I got to see it. So this is why people probably love Larry Bird. because people from
No, people love
eras
Larry
of
Bird
Shaq-
more than they love Tim Duncan. It's not even close.
For sure. That's not what I'm asking. That's what I'm saying. But people from that era and that time that see Larry Bird live, and it's like, oh, he gets it done. So like for me watching Tim Duncan, it's like he gets it done. But maybe a kid 20 years from now is watching Tim Duncan highlights and be like, that? You know what I'm saying? And I would understand that.
I don't know because
argue,
even in the era that he played in, it was like that. Even then, and even still to this day, he gets a lot of.
Right, that's my point. But for Larry, people seen it and they was like, "Oh, that's dope." Just like for me and Duncan cooking against KG, who I thought was more athletic and superior in a way, but he couldn't do nothing with Tim Duncan. So that's why. That's all I'm saying. For people in 20 years, they look at Duncan highlights and be like, "How are y'all saying he's better than this KG when I'm watching this from KG?" If they're going off of the eye test. But me just sitting there watching Tim Duncan and doing what he did to my Knicks in 1999, I could never say nothing bad about him. Ever. And he's a great swimmer.
Amazing swimmer. I just wanted to know because I didn't know that Tim Duncan was. I guess he's in there unanimously the same reason Magic is in there.
Yeah, the Magic. I wonder if I'm not gonna get nasty. Forget
Mars,
it.
who you taking, Tim Duncan or Larry Bird?
Larry Bird.
I wonder if people like Magic because he's been through what he's been through. I'm just gonna say it.
Oh man, I don't think it's that though.
I don't think Magic's a top 10 player.
You know how that everybody in the world, well, not the world. Magic Johnson never had COVID.
Never.
Okay.
He was having a conversation about it, and he was like, "Yeah, I didn't get it." And I'm like, "He's the healthiest person that ever lived."
I mean, it's a lot of people that didn't get COVID statistically, Mars.
But
that was
I'm just
nice.
gonna know COVID.
That was nice. Bro, Mars, I would have shit my pants if you just started busting out COVID stats. That would have been elite.
They weren't living with HIV though, Shaq.
I know, but still, I feel like anybody can get COVID. Doesn't matter if you have that or not. I'm just saying, I don't know if we don't know. People always say they didn't have COVID.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true. I had it maybe like 3 times.
Yeah, like
I
definitely
had it 3 times.
Gets tested every day.
People who are paranoid.
I guess.
I used to.
Yeah, that was protocol for you. Mr. Krabs sent a super chat, said, as a KD fan, Steph over KD all time, and then said maybe.
JD, I love the way
Can
you
we
just use
can we
protocol.
talk about that? Can we talk about that? Can we just talk about that? Like, does Steph rings put him over KD to anybody on this panel?
Steph rings put him over what?
Over KD.
Over Kevin Durant all time on this panel. I know Ron. This is why I wish Ron was there for this question, but I'll jab.
What are we talking? Wait, what are we talking about right now?
Steph over KD.
Do you know how many people are saying Steph has moved into top 10 all time with 4 rings? Yada yada yada. This that he's over KD, and then they're dissing KD rings. So I'm trying to understand how do you guys feel about that?
Wait. Mars, so who do you have?
I have Steph over KD, but I don't care.
Before the rings, who did you have?
Steph over KD.
Do you feel like this should be an argument?
Well, do I think KD is close to Steph? Is that what you're asking me?
I never knew that KD was over Steph.
I mean, people rank things differently. The way I see it, I don't think KD is kind of close to Steph, but I rank very differently to everyone else.
So as a basketball player, who do you have, Steph or KD? No,
I don't use accolades anyway, but I think Steph is better at basketball than Kevin Durant.
Okay, and KD, I apologize, but I also agree with Mars.
That no accolades for you guys included that Steph Curry is a better basketball player than Kevin Durant.
Yeah, like the people that I think that are better than basketball than Steph it's very few. It's like basketball as a whole, like the entire thing, like the way he plays basketball when he's healthy.
Yeah,
it's just like Kobe, MJ, LeBron. As far as guards, I'm not including the bigs. The list probably stops there.
Interesting. How about you, Doug? Where's your take on this?
I think KD's better.
Okay. JD.
This is nasty.
Well, who dribbles better?
This is nasty.
We can do the KD versus Steph.
Because
a little player comparison versus that we like to do. We can just start throwing categories out there, and we can see who clears and who doesn't.
I can make two top 10s because I'll do like better basketball player obviously in my eyes, and then I would have the greats, and that would include what you've done in the sport. So accolades would be included in that.
No, but this is a no accolade. It's March.
And it's still I haven't thought about it too much.
Okay.
Well, who shoots better from every spot on the court?
Every spot on the court. You could argue KD if you're talking about every spot on the court.
Every spot on the court, from anywhere on the court. Who is it? Who are we picking?
Well, you have to pick one.
No, like from
every spot on the court, I'm taking
anywhere on the court.
At the rim, I'm taking KD. From mid range, I'm taking
No. As a
from
conglomerate, not like the 45, the baseline, the hash. No, like everywhere added up.
Just everywhere.
Just like
I'm
shooting.
taking KD.
Yeah, getting the bucket.
Getting a bucket is KD.
Getting a bucket is KD.
That's
for
KD.
sure.
He beats strong Steph.
Yes, he does. Clears him.
Super Steph. Based off of what? Knowing that threes are worth more than twos, because we have to give the 3-point a lot more gravity than KD's mid ranges.
Shaq, we're not going in the percentage bag right now. You ask the question, we answer. I'm not going in the percentage bag. With you.
So KD's a better shooter. Steph Curry is what you guys saying. A better scorer, because you guys aren't saying better shooter.
Yeah, I think KD's a better scorer than Steph.
Yes.
Steph is probably a better playmaker. Defense,
I want to know why. I'm not just letting you guys. They wouldn't do that on pick a side. Let's keep it a buck through the what. They just wouldn't say something wild and just move past it. I want to know the reasons.
KD's a better scorer than Steph is wild.
I want to know the reasons.
I think he scored the basketball more easy and better. That's it. That's literally my reason. Like, that's my reason. You're gonna sit and think and say, you could go back in your Steph shooting threes bag, and you can't argue that because you know who Steph is when he's at that line. But that's not what we do. First, you said all over the court. All over the court as scorer, I'm taking Kevin Durant. It's more multi-dimensional for sure.
So it's unanimously. So I'm out. JD, who are you taking?
Score?
Yeah.
KD.
Yo, it's no way I'm this wrong this many fucking times on this show. It's no way.
There is no right or wrong.
No. It's five of us, and 4 of you say KD.
And there's nothing right or wrong about it.
I don't even understand why I show up to work anymore.
It's an opinion.
It's opinion. Sturdy, because I love reading the chat while we're on now. Sturdy to Adele, that's a lazy reasoning. It's lazy to you. If you want to get up here and say your breakdown, your analysis of 1 dribble left, 2 dribble right, and do that, that's your take. My lazy reasoning works for me. I don't have to make you believe. I'm not trying to make you believe what I'm saying. Me and Shaq and Dub, we came up with this new thing in the chat with things. We don't try to win takes. We say what we feel. Like that. That's what I'm saying. That's why, because he looks, you know what? From now on, I'm just going to say looks better. What's that Seattle Seahawks player that used to go on the show and say one thing to all the reporters?
Marshawn Lynch.
I'm
just here so I won't get
What
fined.
did he used to say?
I'm just here
so I won't get fined.
Right. So from now on, I'm going to say whatever I just said again. That only. So don't change my mind. I'm not trying to change your mind. I think he's a better scorer. That's it. Why do I have to break down the fadeaways and all that stuff? Steph's a better 3-point shooter. You're not going to ask me why I think that, are you? Because you agree with it.
So if Katie's, I told, listen, I'm not going to be nasty, but I'm about to get nasty. I'm about to get filthy. I'm about to get gross. And I don't want to do this to Katie. And Dale, you know I don't want to do this, but then you just you sit there, give us the whole Marshawn Lynch soliloquy. Was not needed, but you did it anyways. Okay, hats off. I didn't care.
Smiling, I thought of gridiron, so I had to bring up somebody from the football.
That's fine. That's fine. I just don't understand how you can sit there. I don't know where to start. So last season, when Steph didn't make the playoffs and everybody was injured, who was the better scorer? Who
I still think Kevin
Mars, who do you
Durant.
think?
I still think KD's a better scorer than Steph.
No, I'm talking about last season. Because you go based off of superstar season to season, or I think you agree with Fluent with that nonsense.
No, that
You
was
agreed.
that was
Fluent gave
that
like
was
5
Fluent.
pillars and you cleared
No,
like 4 and a half of them.
mine is literally just about how famous you are. That's it.
Okay,
but,
my bad.
But I think KD is a better scorer than Steph. I think Steph had a better scoring season, but I don't think that makes you a better scorer. Like, I think Steph's a better scorer than James Harden, personally. But James Harden's had some of the craziest scoring seasons we've ever seen. But I wouldn't say he's a better scorer. I wouldn't say he's a better scorer than Kevin Durant. But
Is James Harden a better scorer than Steph?
No, not to me.
So KD's one of the best scorers of all time. Like he's the best outside of Jordan. It's Jordan, KD.
Not for me. I mean, maybe for Dub and Dell.
Not by the point. Not guards, not including big men.
I got Kobe over KD. I got LeBron over KD. I got MJ over KD. So among non-bigs, I think KD would be 4th. Steph would be 5th, but I think KD's 4th.
So Steph's not a better scorer than Kobe.
No.
Okay, he's just a better shooter than all of them. All right, bet.
Do you think he's a better scorer than those guys?
Not all of them.
Just KD or KD?
I don't. I feel like we've hit the point where KD's getting a lot of hate in the media right now. So now we're starting to soften blows for people's egos.
Nobody.
No one softened. No,
I didn't
blows,
say you
bro.
guys. I didn't say you guys. I thought the responses were, "I'm here so I don't get fined." I'm not talking about you guys. I'm just saying in general. Now we have to throw KD something. The same way we did with Melo. Remember that? That was fun. Remember the whole Melo thing?
That was terrible. And that was
Wait,
nasty
time out. What was?
start.
All right, I'm back. Marshall is off the podium. What is the Melo thing?
You know, like he's like we know he's a god level scorer, but I just brought it up, and he's all of a sudden moved to maybe 7th or 8th all time in guard scoring, like forwards, guards, scores.
Perimeter.
I don't know, maybe 9th or 10th.
And what's wrong with like 9th or 10th? You have to name me a list.
Nothing's wrong with it, but it was a moment where like
no one up here said Melo was top 5 scorers ever. No one up here said that.
Like amongst guards before all the Steph and KD stuff. Like
you said that, Shaq. You
KD
said
been
that.
in the league since 2007.
Exactly, but no, wait, what the fuck are we doing? No, because I'm about to get tight. Whoa.
You talking about
yo, we have the clips. We have the clips. First off, wait. So Melo's never been a top 5 scorer amongst guards ever in his career. That's never been said that he's one of the greatest scorers pound for pound.
It's a great.
Wait, in the league or of all time?
Of all time.
He is one of the greatest.
Yeah. So what?
Then stop acting like when I
greatest
I'm here
doesn't
so I
mean
don't
top.
get fined.
Greatest doesn't.
I'm here
mean
so I
top
don't get
5.
fined.
You're not gonna find yourself.
I'm here so I don't get fined. I do sometimes. I see a take on that, I'm like, I shouldn't have said that.
Into the jar.
$100. Yeah.
The take jar.
People still comment on that Larry Bird, Grant Hill stuff, and I still stand by that wholeheartedly.
Oh my God. All right. We got some more super chats. A Sturdy, why do players from the 60s get disrespected? Why is it a player's fault for exploiting the rules in their era?
But we're not disrespecting
I don't think
the
it's about
players.
that.
Yeah, we're not disrespecting the players for his time in the 60s at all. We're just disrespecting them compared to what we see today. It's totally different.
Yeah, I just don't think like when it comes to the talent aspect of everything, we respect the players and what they've done, like a Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson too. They meant a lot to the league. But when we sit here and compare the talents of how we look at players today and the evolution of basketball, like the 60s and 70s, bro, it's like it's not it. It's not it at all for me. And that's why it's like when we talk about Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain, respect to those guys, cool, but I'm not gonna sit here and try to put them in one of my all-time rankings because when I sit here and watch them play, I swear to God, I'm just watching guys running back and forth from the court. I only watched maybe like 2 or 3 games, bro, and I couldn't watch the whole game because they're just literally just running the whole entire time. I'm not doing that.
What do you think they do in the league today?
It's way more skilled. There's more things that go into them just literally grabbing the ball, pushing the ball up the court, laying it up. Grabbing the ball, pushing the ball up the court, laying up. Maybe
That's why we can't compare eras on this show anymore.
I mean, if you want to do that, I'm cool with that. I mean, I am cool with that. I'm not going to disagree with that. It's a hard thing to do when comparing eras. But
Well,
the
it's
60s
literally
and 70s is
impossible.
just, yeah, with the 60s and 70s though, for me, it's like that's something I just don't want
I
to
don't
talk
think it's
about
that
ever.
impossible.
I just don't like the talk about like guys like Bill Russell and Wilt could play in any era. That's why I don't like, but I still rank those guys because I don't judge you based on how I think you could play today. I just don't
And
like
you're-
saying
And
anyone
you're
could play
picking
in
Bill
any era.
Russell in the park.
I want to meet Bill Russell.
He wanted to meet Bill
I
Russell,
wanted to
though.
meet. I wanted to meet Bill Russell. I'm
Meet him
not
after.
expecting him.
Meet him after the game.
Yeah, but I said I was gonna lose anyway, so I might as well just meet him on the court.
It's just get a run in with him. Why not,
Mars-
though? I don't see any harm in that.
Mars, if it was a team of Steph, Clay,
Bill Russell.
no, it had to be Steph, Clay, Looney, and Jordan Poole, and you were just out there at the 4, I think you would fare really
Thanks for saying I'm better than Draymond.
It's
just as Draymond's a really good basketball player.
it's about damn time. Donated to the super chat. Said whatever drugs
I'm
Mars and Shaq on, I want some. SMFH. Assist sent to super chat. Steph without
What's
KD is Steph. KD without Steph is Harden. Wow.
That's just looking at accolades again, which we
Wait,
weren't
That's
doing.
what that dude. That's what that
Could you
dude said. Go
Could
ahead.
you repeat that again?
Hell's mad. Skip Bayless.
Here's a trigger point. We hit the trigger
Here's a trigger. They said KD had a green bag and he thinks he has a red one. We're getting into all right, let's go.
Steph
Here we go.
without
Beat it
Let's
again.
get it.
Steph without KD is Steph. KD without Steph is Harden.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's nothing to be mad at. It's stupid. It's idiotic. Because now I'm asking, what is James Harden?
He's trying to say he's a loser. That's what he's saying.
Mhm.
KD's a loser without
Beating around the
Steph.
bush.
And
Oh, okay.
Steph still
So-
won without
so-
KD.
Ask that person. Who said that? If they
Assists.
what assist? Did you move Steph Curry up on your rankings for him having 4 championships, or you kept him the same place because you have him with just 2 championships?
Wait.
Can you answer that for me?
We'll wait for him to answer that.
Assist.
Oh, I can't wait to rant.
Because that's the narrative that I hate. People say, "Oh, Steph got 4 championships. He moving up. Look at KD. He needed Steph." You're ranking a person with 4 championships. 2 of those with a player that you're demeaning his championship, but the 2 for Steph make sense with that same person. Make me understand that, please.
I agree with you.
Make me please understand that, assist. You're not saying Steph still has 2 championships when he's moving up the ladder. If he gets 5, you're not going to say he has 3 while he's moving up the ladder. You'll say he has 5, and he was on a team with that person who has the 2 that you don't like, his 2. But for Steph, you like it because it fits your narrative of him having 4.
I think it's a kind of a weird thing to push because, like, if we do the same thing for MJ and Scotty, MJ wasn't winning nothing without Scotty. Same thing with Pippen. Do the same thing for Kareem, Abdul-Jabbar, and Magic Johnson. They wasn't doing anything without each other as well. Kareem won 1 ring with Oscar Robertson, but he was just doing, a lot of people would say, empty stats for the whole 70s because he wasn't winning anything. So that's why it's like when you try to do things like that, it's just weird and just disingenuous to those players because it just doesn't make sense. You need good people around you to be able to put yourself in a position to win titles.
Dub hearing a word on the show today and then using it is so fire. I love that.
What the word did he use?
Disingenuous. It was great. Great use, Dub.
Oh.
I
I actually
appreciate
have a
that.
big vocabulary. I just don't use it a lot. I don't like to use it.
Fire.
Why?
I don't
Like,
know.
that makes no
I don't know.
sense.
I'm a weirdo, bro. It is what
You're
it is.
weird because you don't use your vocabulary.
Yeah, you can say that. I be doing some weird shit sometimes. It is what it is.
Like what? What? How it is?
You
Like
don't want
what?
to know. You don't want to know. I do so a lot of weird shit in my life. that
Hit
I
us
don't even
hit
make
us with a
sense.
big word. I want to know. because I don't know very many words. I am like pure
Me neither.
moron.
I
so-
did.
But-
There was one word that I learned. Oh my God, promiscuity.
Promiscuity.
Uh-huh.
Promiscuity. Yeah, yeah. That's one
Okay.
word I learned, and I'm like, wow, great word.
Promiscuous.
That dude,
Yeah, so
Andrew Tate on TikTok's been going crazy, and I'll be hearing all these vocabulary words. I'm like, damn.
Oh, that guy
If someone said a word to
is.
me in a sentence, I probably could understand it even if I never heard it, just by putting pieces together. But there's a lot of words I don't know. Like Shaq has a very, very good vocabulary, and it surprises me every time we're on the show. I'm like,
Can we talk?
that was nice.
Can we talk about Chet Holmgren? I swear to you. I swear to God. There was last episode there was a question asked, the one that I missed Sunday, and everybody
You don't like Chet?
answered.
You don't like Chet at all?
I want to hear this because I'm not big on Chet. I'm not big on Chet.
I
didn't think anybody was big on Chet. I swear to God, I did not know. I forget the question that was asked.
Rookie of the year.
Who will win Rookie of the Year and who has the highest ceiling in the class?
So
They were the two questions.
So
Dub.
Dub, you want to bet those 4 cases of Henny on a new 4 cases
Oh no,
that Chet Holmgren will not win Rookie of the Year?
No, I'm not confident on that. Like, I'm not confident in
okay.
that. But if I had to, like, if I'm sitting here and I got to make a prediction because people are asking me, I think he's in the best position to become Rookie of the Year.
Based off of what?
I said it
Roster
on the
situation.
show. When you playing with Josh Giddey and Shea, guys who is good with the ball and could create for guys, they could create a lot of opportunities and scoring opportunities for him. So since he's playing big, and I think he plays very
He's a
well.
passer.
Who? Chet?
Yes.
I know he's a passer, but that doesn't mean that he's gonna be playing with Josh Giddey and Shea that they're gonna be like, oh, you're just gonna be the main distributor of the team. Not
Of
when you
course
have
not.
those guys.
Of course not. But he's looking for people to get open.
Okay.
He's very unselfish. He's very
He can-
timid. That's why he said he's about to be the best player in the league. I've seen this.
I
I've
wouldn't
seen
say
this
best
story
player in the
before.
league. I wouldn't say best player in the league, but I do think when we're talking about the Rookie of the Year, him being a pretty good defensive guy, that he'll have the most opportunity to, showcase his talents. In my opinion. And that's why I think he's winning Rookie of the Year.
So he's about to take over OKC.
No.
SGA is just
No. SGA could be the best player and he could be performing at one of the better rookies of the class. That doesn't make him
this
the best
is
player
about
on
to
the
be a
team.
disaster.
Well, on OKC.
I remember a few years back when I was playing with Poku practice out there in Europe, and I was like, Poku has got a lot of game. It reminds me so much of Chet. It's not even funny.
In the sense that it hasn't worked out.
I thought that Poku was about to go, and they were just going to give him the keys, and he was just going to be able to do whatever. But to see him restrained in the way that he has, I don't know if I'm blaming the front office or the players that he's playing with. I don't know.
I actually still like Poku very much. That's crazy.
I
very
love
much.
Poku, but in this situation, I hate Poku, and I see another footer that is very similar to his game, and I'm like, so now what?
They're gonna start them together.
Looking for.
But Poku wasn't the number 2 pick, so like when you're picked that high, you're kind of gonna just get thrown in,
I think
regardless of
Poku would
how
be
good
Chet
you are.
in one-on-one.
He might,
I
but he
agree.
just doesn't come in with
And
the
I
same
think they're just have
expectations.
one year in age difference.
Yeah, it's very
I'm
true.
taking Poku over Chet. I'm sorry. I'll take either, I guess.
Only Chet take I didn't like from the last show is, I guess people keep saying Chet's the defender. It's so strange.
I mean, he does play
whatever.
both sides of the floor. I don't see why that's.
Does he? Because I see
Everyone plays both sides of the floor. What
He's
is
a
that?
rim
Like,
protector. Is Rudy Gobert
Yo,
a defender?
against any black guy. Let's just call a spade. All
Look at
season
my-
long.
my EP
I'm not about to
face.
do this. I'm not about to do this.
Any
Sounding racist.
Any athletic guy that was stronger, it was a nightmare.
I don't know. I haven't seen enough
I
film
have to
to
see Chet
say
rim
something like that.
defend in the NBA to call him a rim defender.
Yeah,
Because,
I
like
want
I
to see it
said,
too.
yeah.
But in college,
So-
he protected the rim.
No, that's why. Because like I brought this up before. No one was saying KD or who else came from college, Michael Beasley or these players was defenders in college. They got buckets. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were scorers. They were who they were. They didn't say, but people for Chet, yeah, he's a defender. He's a rim protector. Like, come on, bro.
I mean, maybe they don't want to call him a scorer.
In the West Coast Conference?
WCC, facts. When he played against another Jalen Durant in the tournament, he got fouled out quick.
Yeah, but Jalen Durant's nice. That's why Detroit are going to be good.
It's a little depressing because Gonzaga's always so good, and they have good college players, and then they just never really pan out in the NBA.
I mean, it's so easy for them to get to the NCAA tourney. It's not even funny. So they have one foot in the tourney at the beginning of every season.
I thought Jalen Suggs would have been better, but it's still young. I have high hopes.
Well, he's in Orlando, so
really good. I think he's really good.
Unfortunate.
This is straight off the draft on NBA.com. They're saying solidifying himself as one of the most impactful defensive players in the country. Holmgren may have room to become a more physical one-on-one defender as a pro, but was spectacular for stretches last. Verticality to block shots with excellent timing, but still providing a steady presence on the glass. His combination of length and instinct stood out around the rim, while he had some impressive moments guarding on the perimeter as well. And that's what they said.
Dell, are you with us?
He's just not here.
I went to sleep. I talk about chatting what the old media said.
In the article I just wrote and sent to Dell.
And Arthur Shack wrote, and Mars proofread.
So yeah, the stats are right. You got it all there, Shaq. Good article. Send it over to Dub so he can read it live.
No, chat. I don't hate defense. I'm not taking someone saying they play defense in college and like Chet basically and translate it to the NBA. Not yet, based on I know the body mass of who he has to guard and how frail he is right now. He could turn into that, but I'm not. Like, it's not you saying that a lockdown athletic wing defender like. That's why I'm saying, come on, don't put Chet. You're not getting Chet because the defense. You're getting Chet because he's 6'10", he can shoot, put the ball on the floor. Basically. His ceiling is higher than Rudy Gobert. They're looking at him like a game changer.
What can we talk about Kyrie, please?
We shall see.
Let's please talk about Kyrie and the net situation. I want to see what.
Wait.
Of course, my take is going to be a little different on this, but I want you guys to go first.
Give me a sec, because and shout out to Mr. Krabs. He asked, he wants to hear our opinions on the Nets situation. Really quick, let me get these off. It's about damn time. Y'all can't possibly think Steph is a better basketball player than KD. Y'all got to be trolling Mars and Shaq. Y'all have to be playing. And then Aaron Butta was asking what the panel's entrance themes are, like WWE. I have not thought about that, so I don't know.
Me neither.
I want the Rocks.
Rocks is great.
I know nothing about WWE.
I want Edge.
Yo, there's a show on ABC called Little Rock. I think it's ABC. You guys should go.
I don't remember Edge.
You guys should go and watch that show.
Oh, you ain't watching. That's my time. That's my time, not yours.
Edge was my time as well. I don't remember his. I'll probably take Stone Cold breaking the glass.
Yeah, that's heat. I liked Heartbreak Kid.
Takers was good.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked his entrance. But I don't know what mine would be. Man, I really want to rant about this. There has to be some time on the show where I get to rant about Jalen Brunson and the Knicks, but we can talk about Kyrie. We can talk about Kyrie and the Nets. And I want to talk about Russ and the Lakers as well. It's a lot. There's a lot to get to today. But go ahead, Shaq.
It's good, Jay.
Young goat.
Kyrie doing Kyrie things. It's almost about to work out in my favor. Then he opts in because he can't get to LA, but I know he wants to get to LA because of Kobe. And to pay his homage to the late great Laker, and he wants to win a championship with the Lakers, and I'm here for it. LeBron's not falling off that cliff anytime soon. May have to take more plays off, but just has to endure this pain for one more year.
I don't think he's ever going to play for the Lakers. Just don't think so. I think Kyrie leaving the Cavs, even though he said he matured, I still think that he doesn't want to be a part of LeBron's shadow. If he goes to the Lakers, wins a championship with them, him and his whole entire career is going to be, you wasn't shit without LeBron. And I don't think that Kyrie's the type of person to put himself in that position. That's why my bad, Mars, but that's why him going to the whole Lakers, oh, he's about to go to Lakers, I wasn't hearing that shit. I had to see it to believe it because it just sounds out of character from him.
I think the worst thing to do is try and predict what Kyrie Irving is going to do.
That's a fact.
So we're here saying we don't think he's going to go to the Lakers. He might stay with the Nets, whatever. He could end up going to Detroit just because he wants to. I don't know what goes through his mind. But I do think the media just like to push anyone going to wherever LeBron is. Like, that's just what they do, no matter how realistic it is.
But this one makes sense, though.
I mean, they always find a reason for everything to make sense. Anything will make sense. They've tried to push LeBron. They've tried to push LeBron joining Steph. I
don't think anybody tried to push that. LeBron said that.
Bron answered the question. That's it with that one.
Yeah.
They've tried to push KD going to the Lakers. They've pushed a lot of people joining up with LeBron. That's what I'm trying to. I want to
hear all the people that they push, because you just said that.
I actually want to hear all the people too. I think Mars,
Zach LaVine became.
I just lit it from the bottom.
Zach LaVine became a free agent. They were pushing for Zach LaVine. They were pushing for DeMar DeRozan. They were pushing for KD when KD was gonna leave the Warriors. They've talked about Steph and LeBron, Kyrie going back to LeBron. What other players they talked about? Paul George going to the Cavs. They talked about Kawhi going to the Lakers. Like, there's a bunch of players they just talk about going to the Lakers all the time.
Well, with the Lakers and you saying the Bron thing, you can't bring up KD going to the Warriors because Bron was at Cleveland at the time. So that one.
No, I'm talking about when KD 2019. When he joined Brooklyn after that year, they were pushing KD joining up with LeBron.
And with Paul George to the Cavs, I think that's something that Paul George has stated. Like,
no, I'm not saying that they get everything.
I feel like when you're talking about you have an open slot. No. When you have an open slot, of course you're gonna say every single name. Just like if that slot opened up anywhere on a championship contending team, you're gonna put all the notable people that could go there. That's why I'm just like, it wasn't like forcibly, like right now is forcibly. Like, Kyrie's trying to get out of Brooklyn, and the only destination he wants to go to is LA. So that's why I'm like, this is probably the only valid one.
That's the only team that wants him.
Well, so with the Kyrie situation too, like you say, Kyrie being Kyrie, we didn't hear nothing from Kyrie Irving other than the video when he pointed to his agent. That was his agent he pointed to. He pointed to his agent, like, asked her, whatever the case may be. And I don't think it's one of those things, but it's actually, I actually started believing everything I was reading, like everything.
How fast is her head spinning right now?
No, but good. That's my point, though. Exactly. So the fact of the matter
is in a whirlwind.
No, but we shouldn't ask how fast her head is spinning, though, because not for nothing, bro. She has more insight than us. You see what I'm saying?
1,000%.
So that's what I'm saying. From Woj to Shams, everybody reporting everything. I'm like, God, and I'm believing it all. Then to come out, then the first thing Kyrie says out his own joint is like, I'm re-signing. So then it makes you think, like, when Kyrie gets in his bag and be like, yo, honestly, the media, y'all need me. Like, y'all need all this traction. He'd be right. Like, everything people talk about the last three. Hold on, time out.
We could have done without.
No. Hell no. Are you serious?
I like this old stuff better. His old stuff was better. The conspiracy Kyrie was nothing beats
Shaq.
mischief level 100 conspiracy Kyrie.
Shaq, these last 3 days, this Kyrie taking and then
It was a little mischievous. It wasn't crazy
started
though.
sprinkling KD in there like, oh, is he gonna leave now?
It was
gold. It was gold for the NBA. Stephen A took his normal finals vacation and came back on the show on first take and then left again. That's how crazy it was. So Kyrie's like, I'm like, oh nah, Kyrie, you right about a little, like they need to talk about your ass, little sprinkles, and that's what I'll be like. Superstar.
Who is they? Old media or Shaq media or new media?
No, I shouldn't have made up Shaq media because now I want to be a part of Shaq media.
Yeah, see, Shaq media is elite.
Fire. It's really fire.
I'm here for Shaq media.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't hear probably the last 5 minutes of the conversation. We're trying to get Dom from Let's Keep It a Buck up here, so
I can't wait for him and Dale to get into it.
gonna be great.
Why
Dale hates
everybody
guests.
come on the show?
Dale, you hate guests.
Dale does hate guests. He loves guests, but he hates guests.
No.
We're having somebody over and Dale's like, why?
Right?
No.
Can't the boys just kick it?
Never. Which guest did I ever ask why to?
No, I'm just saying. It was a metaphor.
We have two people that guests that come on the show and now they're staples, like Dub in Europe. So it's like, clearly I don't hate guests.
You mean
I don't
Mars?
care about,
Remember Mars?
I don't remember Mars.
We stopped
when
it
he
after
joined.
Mars. That's why you don't remember it.
Yeah. So
Mars
I don't
is
remember.
enough.
What show did he guest on? Mars guest on?
Oh my God! Like,
Oh, what episode?
That
Was it before the hundreds?
Just after 100, I think.
like 102,
Was I there?
103.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember it. Shaq was like,
Oh, it was when
Like
we were
when
bringing
Dub
in
was saying
Discord
Shaq-
people.
Shaq was in love with everything Mars.
Yeah, me and Mars had a time that was romanticized. It was. Then I seen how nasty he was, and I was like, I just got to get out of this.
Not for nothing though. The last 3 or 4 episodes, Quiet Mars has been my favorite.
I hate Quiet Mars.
Yeah,
I mean-
Quiet Mars
Well,
just gives me bad vibes.
50-50 that's a 50-50 review right there.
Mars,
I
love
hate
you and
Quiet
everything
Mars
you
when
did.
guests come on.
Yes, Mars with guests is probably the worst. Like Mars
Pretty
panel
disgusting.
time with guests, like I would go with guests. I'll go probably me or Shaq, interchangeable. Ron, JD's always top tier host. Not Ron. I meant Dub, Ron, and then Mars with guests. Mars guest is kind of like I've never seen you get into your bag, and I always wonder why. Because Shaq mainly be bringing people up here for them to spar with you. And I'm still waiting for Low versus Mars. Still haven't gotten it yet.
I mean, if people have a grievance with anything I say, they can talk to me. I'm not gonna whatever.
Well,
But
EP had grievance with you, and that's Shaq's favorite episode. You know how that went.
I mean, I feel like I said what I had to say. I mean,
Mars on that
I
EP
say I do.
episode. Oh my God. I have a library based off of that episode. I just go get a book like this was nasty, this was nasty, this was nasty. But Mars chummying up the EP when EP had the gun out like this is a stick up. No, Mr. EP, don't kill me, sir. It was
You ever saw
disgusting.
the Mars? Have you ever seen the movie Boomerang?
I have not.
I'll show you the
Just
scene
did.
of EP shooting his shot and then you. Or his-
Looking
No,
forward
Mr.
to
Epic.
it.
You'll understand. Oh, so while we're waiting for what's your name, bro?
I don't think he
he's
can hear
muted.
us yet.
Damo.
I'm trying to work
Nah, he's
technical.
muted. He's
Yeah,
muted.
but I don't think he can hear us. I'm trying to work out the technical difficulties over here on this end.
Shaq, are
But
we going tomorrow
Yo,
night? Could we talk about that?
Yo, tomorrow night, Friday?
We're doing okay. So PC Music is Friday, guys. Tune in. It's me
At
versus
12? When can you go?
12 p.m.
I see the chat that they think I'm traumatized by the EP episode, and they're 100% right. Like I relate it to like the old Dragon Ball Z where Goku gets beat up and he runs away for a few episodes and he comes back and fights. Like I'm waiting for the rematch. But I will say that I got one put over on me. That was nice.
Pause.
fire. John, you can hear us now?
Yeah, I'm good now. Bro. I'm an old
Perfect.
man, bro. I
Hey,
know all this stuff
no,
works.
you're good, bro. Appreciate you hopping on, bro. This is fire.
No problem. How
live,
y'all doing, fellas? Hey,
live
I've
and
been waiting
direct.
for a minute to come on here.
Hey, we will because Shaq finally is back in the States.
Hold on. Not gonna lie, your energy is number one so far. In terms of just hopping
right
on
when he comes in,
energy.
just ready to play ball.
Right when
Coach said,
ready to go.
Coach said, "Hey, you're in." And he's like, "Let's get it."
Hey man, listen, I've been waiting for this moment for a minute now, bro.
The first time I ever watched Let's Keep It a Buck, I think I said it on the show many episodes ago. I said, I hate everybody except Dom. I swear to you, it's on video. I was like, I like his energy. But I mean, that was back in the day.
Oh, I feel it.
So yeah,
I was trying to get you on the show, but
now that we have schedules that can align, we can have more Let's Keep It a Buck people up here. We could do a little 3-on-3 or something. But
no,
Dom, we appreciate you coming on.
What were you waiting on?
Oh, well, one, I wanted to. I mean, listen, I seen the clips on TikTok going crazy. I tuned into a couple episodes, love the content, very funny conversations. But someone sent me a clip saying like earlier this episode, our word is law. That's what stood out to me. I'm like, whoa, what do you mean by that? Like, our word is law. What do you mean by that?
Everybody who has a podcast should feel like their word is law.
I disagree.
I
feel like
if I give my opinion,
law. We are law.
Mm-hmm. Because only reason I feel like that is because any Tom, Dick, and Harry can have a podcast. So everyone's opinion, that's like saying everyone's opinion on Twitter. Everyone should feel like their opinion on Twitter matters. Like, everyone's opinion doesn't matter. It's not, I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter, but it isn't law. Like, everyone can have a difference in opinions. There are a million sports podcasts. There could be a million basketball podcasts. Everyone's word can't be law. Like, I understand feeling that way, but realistically, like,
of course, that's anything though. You know what I'm saying? But you're asking us, like, I would never say anyone's stuff is law, like how they say they think but if someone say players shorts think their word is law, yes, we do. We think every opinion or whatever we saying is law. Well, I do personally, and even if I don't agree with Mars, if someone from Pick and Roll, from Jab Step Podcast, from Bucket trying to come at Mars, I'm gonna agree with Mars because he's my panelist. So we are, as an entirety, the law.
Nasty.
And you're on the law show right now.
That's fair.
That's disgusting.
That's a fair way to look at it.
I mean, everybody in the comments on TikTok, they say that guy top left never thinks that he's wrong, and I don't. I always think I'm right every single time.
And you should feel like
from my
that.
point of view.
I think
but Dom, if you have a
take,
take,
right.
if you have a take that you want to debate, I can throw some lobs to you because it's looking like vengeance has swung my way. But how do you feel about Kevin Durant?
How do I feel about Kevin Durant? I mean, listen, as a basketball player, as any individual, I feel like it's really great being, the second best of your era. Like, I don't know if you guys watch UFC, DC Daniel Cormier, phenomenal fighter, but he's number 2 compared to John Jones. Like, sometimes you got to know when you're number 2, and KD's been number 2 his whole career. At best, he's been number 2. At the very best, peak of his powers, he's the second best player in the NBA. So
I'm assuming you're saying second to LeBron.
Sometimes LeBron, other times Curry. So
honestly, he might be 3.
Yeah, it's been years where he was 3. Some years he wasn't even top 5.
Maybe when he was hurt, he wasn't so fast.
I like everything you said when you just said, but you said some years he wasn't even top 5. That's the debatable. I would like to.
It depends on what you look for in a basketball player. Some guys don't value defense. So a lot of guys, some guys, when it comes to defense, they're just like, it's whatever, man.
So the year
you found that guy.
He wasn't top 5. So the year he wasn't top 5. Name the 5. Don't you say debatable? So name the 5 debatables ahead of him.
Nah, man. I'm saying not top 5 is a stretch. That was me reaching. But I say top 3.
So
I say top 3. I say top 3.
Oh, okay. So who was
there might be a year or two. I would have to really look at the years, but off the top of my head, I would say first year I would go to probably 2019. No, 2019. I would say personally, I would take a Giannis and or Kawhi. Arguably, again,
wait, Dom. When I heard we had a Let's Keep It a Buck guest, I was sick at the review because I actually do fancy you, Pauls. but like Kawhi's never been better than Kevin Durant. I don't even think they've been on the same planet as far as a lot of things. Like let's look at Kawhi's championship in Toronto. Why did he win that championship? Because something happened to a certain someone's. And I don't think we would be holding Kawhi in that high regard. I've already talked to Lo about this.
I mean, in terms of championships, cool, but I mean,
we're just
talking about as a player, roll the ball on the
court.
No
accolades. Okay, this is the no accolades confirmation.
So literally, roll the ball on the court. Roll the ball on the court. Who's better? Like, I have this conversation all the time.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that with Kevin.
What you want to do with Kevin? Kevin Durant is a phenomenal offensive talent, but let's not act like
you can't say roll
the ball on the court. I mean, listen, I assume we're not playing make it take it. Pre-Warriors Kevin Durant. What was the narrative around Kevin Durant pre-Warriors? What was the narrative?
I don't know. He was just the second best player to many people in the NBA other than LeBron. I don't know the narrative.
I got you. I can tell you the exact narrative because I was a Thunder appreciator. I'm not gonna say I've been a Laker fan my whole life. Thunder appreciator. I love them guys because they took us out, and that's when they was lifted in the playoff races and going to the finals and stuff. We fell out. Okay. Kevin Durant was seen as a guy, elite scorer, MVP, all this, but his defense left questions. People swore he couldn't play defense. His defense was at best below average. If you want to give, and that's being nice saying below average. He was looked at as a chair on defense, at least narrative-wise. He goes to the Warriors, a great defensive system, and now he's this great defender.
Yeah, but that's with everybody. But Dom, that's with every player. Kawhi gets his stripes because it was a great defense under Popovich. And then under Nick, Buddy in Toronto, who was the coach, Dale?
Nick Nurse.
Yeah, Nick under Nick Nurse. That was also a good defensive scheme up against Giannis. It's been a lot of times. It's been a lot of times where players get their stripes because it's a good defensive team. Literally.
How many of those players played on 3 teams? How many of those players played on 3 or more teams?
I mean, I can't give you that. But what point are you trying to make? I can't give you that.
Because Kawhi Leonard, you're telling me he went to 3 straight defensive systems.
Let me tell you, you can't tell me that he didn't. Oh, Shaq, where's his uncle at?
Shaq, hold on. So Spurs, you think defensive system and Nick Nurse, correct?
For the sake, yeah. I'll give you that. They had good defensive system. Yeah.
Okay. Do you good defensive system? Spurs and Raptors, correct?
Yeah, at the bare minimum, good. Yes.
Okay, good. Do you think Clippers is a good defensive system?
Inconsistent. I wouldn't say it's as good as the Spurs and the
perfect. Has Kawhi Leonard on the Clippers been a consistent defender?
And what's the new narrative?
Yeah.
But what's the new narrative?
He's
that
not
Kawhi now plays offense.
Wait, hold on. No. The narrative now is he's not as hold on. The narrative now is he is not as great as he once was. Because what? Let's be honest. Wait. Come on,
shoot you some bit. Hold on. Time out. Hold on, Dale. Time out.
We know basketball here. Come on.
You don't need to talk yourself into this. So let's take a quick TO because you're about to. I know
this is crazy.
Nuts here.
No,
I get it.
No.
Imagine twice a week. What I'm trying to let you know is what you're about to say is that he left 2 defensive teams and now he's on a non-defensive team. And now the new narrative is that Kawhi's all about offense and now he's focusing more on scoring and defense doesn't matter to him as much.
That's not true though.
Okay,
that's not what I'm saying. Okay, because when you look at Kawhi Leonard on the Clippers, yes, he's not the defender that he once was, but that comes with age, injury, and everything. That context matters. But on top of that, he's still at worst, good defender. Like we're talking about a guy that was great. He's still good. That's the difference.
I still think he plays defense 100%. I'm not knocking his defensive. What I'm just saying is like, you bringing up a KD narrative of not playing defense I don't know what it was for based on anything that was going on. He was still
because when you look at it, when he went from the Thunder to the Warriors, the narrative was he doesn't play defense. So now everyone's giving him all this defensive praise and prowess and all that. And then he leaves. And don't get me wrong, his defense is better than it was on the Thunder because he has those intangibles. He has those summers and workouts of working with Draymond. But it's still at best average defense now. Like him on the Nets, he's not a good defender. He's not an above average defender. He's not.
I don't think he's a bad defender on the Nets.
He's an above.
I said average.
He's an above. No. He's an above average.
I think he's playing.
What's making him above average defender? Because the only thing he's holding on to.
I don't like that narrative.
It is.
When you look at it, when you look at it, the Brooklyn Nets in the beginning of the year, their defense was like top 10 in the league in terms of defensive rating. Top 10, arguably top 5. And then when KD goes down, it drops all the way down to bottom 3. That
I
shows
don't
you
know
how much.
percentage.
And
Doug,
that shows you
Doug.
the impact that he brings defensively, mainly on the help side and his ability to help his defenders on defense. And that's why, to me, he's a good he's an above average defender, because even when he's guarding people on ball, it's not like a liability. It's not like, damn, KD's on ball, we gotta get the switch or he's gonna get killed. No, he can hold his hell when he's guarding 1-on-1.
But what he's hanging his hat on now with his defense, and listen, chat, everyone up here, tell me if I'm wrong, because trust me, I don't think I'm right all the time. I know me. I know I could be wrong. But with Kevin Durant, on the Nets especially, because their defensive scheme is terrible, the way they set that team up for defense is terrible. The best defenders are who? Bruce Brown and
they got to play their shooters.
Carroll, but the other dude with the dreads. Yeah. He's the best defender on the team. It looked like for a lot of the times outside of Bruce Brown, he looked like the best defender on the team. And it was a lot to do with his help side defense, like help side rim protection, stuff like that. That's the value he brings. That's what makes him, if you want to say above average, I give you that, because he didn't have that before. So that's fair. I can concede that, above average. But with Kawhi Leonard, he went great.
Hold on.
Injuries, age, and he's still good. And I'm comparing these two
KD to Kawhi defensively.
No, I'm not comparing them two defensively.
Okay.
But I'm saying, when you look at these two guys, to me, there's two sides of a basketball. There's offense, there's defense. Kevin Durant's obviously the better offensive entity, but in terms of production, let's not act like Kawhi can't go out there and give you 30 any night. Let's not. KD can give you 50. KD can give you 50. Cool.
So who is Kawhi shutting down every? You know what I'm saying? To the basing it, KD's better offensively, but Kawhi can still give you 30. So defensively now, the Kawhi now, who is he shutting down? So he ain't shut down Luka in two years.
Well, actually, if you go look at the numbers that second year they ran into Luka. Luka was busting. He was busting all asses except for Kawhi. When they put Kawhi on him, Luka wasn't doing nothing. When Paul George guarded him,
that was for the bubble. That was for the bubble.
Was that the bubble year? Or was that the year after?
The bubble year. It was the bubble year where Kawhi was on him and Kawhi was playing good defenses and holding him. The second year, Luka was just running everybody's ass.
Okay,
all I'm saying is, who is Kawhi shutting down? Because so crazy to just say, pick one.
I can't
That's
think
all
of
I'm saying.
I'm gonna say this. I can't think of a elite player he's shutting down. I can't think of outside of like a fringe all-star guy that he could shut down. Like me saying, oh man, yeah, like a guy like D'Lo, shutting them down. Like that's easy. But saying the elite, like the names you want to hear, he's not shutting them down. But then I would ask, who's shutting those guys down?
But that's my point.
No.
That's why sometimes when people say, I'm looking at both sides of the ball.
Who's he guarding? Yeah, who's he guarding? We got to know. I want to know why Kawhi got coined this amazing defensive player, and I do agree that he does play amazing help like team defense. I feel like all the guys that we think are good defensive players,
good on ball as well. I think Kawhi
no. I mean, yeah. For a few. I mean, but who does he have to guard? Because we're saying that he can't guard the elites, so he's guarding players that are less than offensive skills. So it's like,
give me 1 second. My DoorDash just here. Give me 1 second, bro.
Oh, you good. But yeah, that's why I hate the defensive player like of the year stuff with Kawhi, because it's like he's guarded players at the 2 and 3 position that aren't. Let's look at the top, outside of the top 10 at each position. It gets really scary. We forget that there's 30 teams and Kawhi's locking up guys that defensive level isn't to what LeBron and those guys are. But it's cool though. It's cool in a team defense. And Domo said some nasty things when he said Kawhi just is going from, yes, Kawhi has picked his destination after the Spurs every single time. He forced his way out of San Antonio to Toronto, then got nasty. Well, he didn't get nasty, won a chip and went to the Clippers. He's decided his fate, and that's fine. 2.5 teams that played, but I think Tyronn Lue is a good coach, though.
I think
I'm in the chat. They saying Kawhi shut down Giannis in 2019. And somebody else said, Watch last year, Game 7. Why didn't Luka beat them if nobody playing defense? The Clippers had a better team. The fact that it was a Game 7 was the surprise for me, to be honest. The fact that last year went to 7 games and was a surprise to me. Like, I don't think the Mavs lose last year if Jason Kidd was their coach, and the games went the exact same way it did. But that's just me, and that's here for another day.
I agree.
And Domo, you're more than welcome to smoke. I heard that in the chat they're saying that they're surprised you're not smoking.
I seen that too. It's funny. I wasn't gonna.
You had one in the beginning, right?
Oh,
you had one
yeah.
in the
I was
beginning
literally rolling up.
I seen it come here, and I was like, all right.
but I'm not gonna.
Let me go get my stash.
My fault. I ain't gonna do that to a platform
Yeah,
like that, man.
Where you from?
Where are you from?
I'm originally from North Carolina, but when I was 15, I moved to Cali. So Cali and New York for growing up and stuff like that.
Where are you now?
Oh, right now I'm back in I moved back to North Carolina.
What part of NC?
Salisbury, like an hour outside of Charlotte.
Oh, my brother is in. Yeah, where's Sean? Huntersville. That's like 20 minutes from Charlotte. Yeah.
Oh,
and I went to prep school in Laurinburg. That's in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Wait, why is your brother? Oh, that's like his permanent. That's his permanent stash.
That's where Sean lives.
But
yeah.
when they're in season, he stays there.
Yeah, so they got him an apartment out in Utah, and then
got you.
stays, and they go back and forth. Facts.
Got you.
Look at JD. JD's trying to pull some.
just wondering where I got to go visit him, bro. Do I need to go visit him?
Scouting for the Jazz?
So where does he go when they play Portland? That's All right, can I get this rant off really quick, and then I really want to talk about Russ and the Lakers.
I hate where you're about to go with this.
He's going with Jalen
Brunson, we have to talk about
back.
this. We have to talk about this. I want you guys to tap in, but I have to rant, and I talked about some of this already last episode. But I'm going to try and look at it from a completely unbiased perspective for the beginning of this rant. Let's see. The Knicks. Okay, if you don't know, if you live under a rock. The Knicks are expected to offer Jalen Brunson a 4-year, $100 million deal, which for Jalen Brunson, hey, that's dope. That's amazing. Go get your money. I think that you would be kind of silly not to take $100 million. But Jalen, here's what scares me, and this is, again, I'm a broken record here. I feel like you're selling your soul a little bit, and your career is going to go down, and it has nothing to do with you as a player. Absolutely nothing. Literally zero as a player, because what you just showed us these last 2 seasons, I think you were underrated 2 years ago. You were underrated. Obviously, I watched the Mavericks, so I already knew Jalen Brunson. Nice. I love him as being that number 2, that other playmaker next to Luka. Then he comes in this season, has his best season, amazing season. He's going to go get paid. But going to the Knicks, I fear that they're not going to utilize you the way that Jason Kidd utilized you and would continue to utilize you. And this is what scares me. And I compared this. I used Kemba because I look at Kemba. He's a scoring guard. He can put up numbers. And then everyone decided to come attack me because they're like, oh, Kemba's washed. It's only his 10th season. And if you go and look at the drop-off from when he left Boston and joined the Knicks, everything was such a significant decline. I ask you, how does that happen? It's not that he's not capable. So now I fear that Jalen Brunson is going into a situation. You have RJ Barrett, who's I would say their primary scorer right now, and then Julius Randle, who thinks he's their primary scorer. So I feel like Jalen Brunson's offensive productivity is going to change from I'm going to get my buckets when I can, but he's going to mainly be their playmaker in setting up RJ and Julius Randle. Mm-hmm. So, yes, you're going to go sign this 4-year, $100 million deal, but over those 4 years, what's your productivity going to look like, and what is everyone going to start looking at you now because maybe you're not being utilized to your full potential that you would be used in Dallas and maybe elsewhere. So, I just don't like you going to New York. This is great for the Knicks, I think, if they use them correctly. This is great for RJ Barrett and great for Julius Randle. I don't think this is good for JB.
So, Jay, I think I understand your concerns, but I would have to disagree because when we talk about players and their stock value and everything, this is probably the highest value that the league is going to look at Jalen Brunson for a long time.
I agree.
So Jalen Brunson, in my mind, I think we kind of in agreements. Yo, you go get your money, bro.
Facts.
Go get that bread. $100 million, bro. That's probably the best offer you're gonna see maybe in your career. I don't know yet. Maybe he could keep progressing. I'm not gonna say that, but right now, for his opportunity, right now, this is the best offer he's had in his whole entire career.
For
So
sure.
you go out there and you go get that money. I don't think it's the same thing with Kemba and Jalen Brunson because Kemba going there was a sense of Kemba's not there no more, or Kemba's not that guy. Even before he even stepped onto the court, there was concerns about Kemba Walker winning. And Jalen Brunson, I don't feel as if the team or the fans are gonna be more what do you call it, like able to just give up on him the way that they gave up on Kemba Walker. Which is why I'm saying it's kind of a different scenario for Jalen Brunson and Kemba Walker because Jalen Brunson's in a better light right now, and I don't think that fans is going to switch up for him as hard as they switched up for Kemba Walker.
Hope
So
it works out, but it's about to get nasty for JB.
That's fair, Dub. And he made a quick exit, but I just wanted to let you know that Dom was he thanked for us for coming on, but he has to bounce to head out to work. So he wants to come back on, so we'll definitely get him back on because that was about to be all time. I feel like that was great energy. But here's
Pete was dangling over that forest fire. I hate that had to be his first topic.
you
was
guys
trying
was-
to. Dale had him.
Doug, one thing I heard when I walked away, I don't think the fans turned on Kimbo. More just Tibbs. That's all I have to say.
Agree.
I don't think the fans ever turned.
a lot
okay.
of a lot of people was turning on Kemba, bro.
No,
maybe
when
not,
you say
maybe
fans,
not.
I meant New York Knicks in the Garden. Like people say people outside.
okay.
And
That's what I'm thinking about.
Here's the other thing is, as far as putting pieces together, I think it's good. I think it's good for the Knicks. As far as the dollar, the value of the contract, I think that could hurt the Knicks.
What?
But I don't know.
Wait, it could hurt the Knicks?
Because that is a fat contract. And if he just doesn't pan out the way that they want him to pan out, tough.
Man,
I
that's a Knicks.
think
and
I heard
hate
that Brunson would be like the 15th highest paid point guard or something. Like it's not crazy. It's not Tobias Harris money.
Near max
Like
for JB.
I mean, for him, yeah, but in terms of just looking at him compared to other point guards, he's around where he should be in terms of pay rate compared to where he ranks. He's around 15-ish in the NBA, and that's where he's getting paid.
15 a
I
year?
hate how
No, 15, like he ranks around 15,
Oh.
like among point guards.
Got you.
And that's where his salary would rank.
An assist next year.
I hate how people trying to crucify the guys for the team giving them that contract, for the team being putting them in a position to be paid that high, and trying to crucify Jalen Brunson or we'll say Russell Westbrook for getting paid all that money when they wasn't the guys that sit here and said, "Oh, I'm gonna be playing this bad and I want to be robbing you like this." No, the time in which they earned that contract, bro, they earned that money and they earned whatever they got paid. If the team sat here and gave you all of that money, bro, it is what it is, bro. There's no reason for you to try to crucify somebody just for them being overpaid in your eyes. It wasn't their decision. It was the team's decision. They was the one that offered them the contract.
I agree with that. Shout out to Tobias Harris.
Shout out to Tobias.
I will end on
Rudy
this.
Gobert.
I'll end on this, and then we can move on and talk about Russ really quick. I'm going to miss Jalen Brunson, and I am a little salty. So there it is. All right, Russell Westbrook signed his player extension or option. I don't remember. There's one or the other. The extension or player option, whatever the hell the verbiage is. But anyway, I just want to talk about the future of the Lakers. What do you guys think?
I don't want to talk.
Why not?
Because they're in the same exact predicament they were at the beginning of last season.
Well, if Anthony
If everybody
Davis
stays healthy, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if Anthony Davis.
That's why we can't talk about it because we have no idea. Anthony Davis hasn't touched the ball since Christmas.
No, he's been back in the gym. I saw on Instagram.
Yeah, but
I think the Lakers make the playoffs. If I had to bet, I don't think they're close to winning a title, but if I had to guess, 4, 5, 6 seed, somewhere around there, can
I
be
think the Lakers
hard
is
to
a
beat in the
3 seed.
first round.
3 seed or higher, Lakers.
3 seed, I don't know if I see that. I think
I see
Denver
that.
will be better. Clippers, Warriors, Memphis, Phoenix. It's gonna
And
be tough.
Shaq, you can't talk about the Lakers because you got to see and wait when you just soliloquy about Kyrie just being Kyrie.
How's that the same?
You had something because Kyrie's being Kyrie. You had stuff to say about that, so you could have some input.
He just
about the
did
Lakers.
something. We have nothing to talk about. We knew Russ was going to opt in. I was literally wondering who thought Russ wasn't about to opt into that contract.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know if I was dangling the line with both based on everything I was reading. So I believe the media hype this time. This is why I'm all just either new media or Shaq media. Only way I'm going from now on.
I honestly don't understand what there is to be hype about the Los Angeles Lakers. We've seen this same train wreck. Like, what do you want me to say? Russell Westbrook, wild card. Anthony Davis's body, wild card. The only concrete pillar they have in LA is LeBron James. So what do you want me to say? I can't sit here and talk about a lot of things, especially in this situation, to where I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. Anthony Davis cannot be trusted, at least his body. Russell Westbrook, when you tell him don't turn the ball over, he turns into a different NBA player. He wants the ball in his hand. He wants LeBron to be off ball. Well, LeBron went in there and worked on his three-point shot, and I guess that's plausible. But I don't get it. I don't want to understand it. I'm frustrated. Is that what you want me to say? I'm frustrated the same way you should be, Dale, about your Brooklyn Nets. You should be very frustrated right now. Very, very. You should be very frustrated. Unless you're okay with mediocrity, because I'm not.
Warriors versus Brooklyn in the NBA Finals.
Warriors versus Brooklyn in the NBA Finals. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. This is why I don't like to talk about the Lakers, because then stuff like this is said.
I'm not gonna say that, bro.
I know you learned your lesson, and that's good, though.
I will have to see it to believe it. Well, honestly, the main reason why the Nets struggled, in my opinion, was just because
they're just not that good of a basketball team.
Nah,
There's nothing else to talk about.
They barely played with one another, Shaq.
There's too many ifs with Brooklyn.
Hold on, wait, Dub. They barely. I swear to God, Dub. If you say that right now, but when I bring up the Lakers and their turmoil,
no,
and then you
I
act
mean,
like them not playing.
No,
how is that not the same?
No, I could see your reasons on why you think the Lakers could be good. I could definitely see that. They barely played with the other
but let's talk about why they didn't make the playoffs this year. Because I remember you vividly coming down on them saying exactly. But now the Nets get a pass because they didn't play.
I always understood on why they missed the playoffs.
The Nets
was mainly bad defense and the
injuries. Bad. That might have been Mars being.
It was definitely me.
Yeah,
I think you don't get a pass for missing the play, and I'm sorry.
Mars says that when we're talking about LeBron James and him being top 5 and saying that he cannot be top 5 just because they missed a play.
Kind of. I mean, it started with the question was what was more disappointing, the Lakers missing the play-in or the Nets getting swept?
No, I remember when we was talking about Jokic and LeBron.
But I'm talking about the first thing was that Lakers Nets thing. That was the first topic. This was like a month later.
Yeah. That's how that came up. And then we talked about LeBron being better than Jokic, and then you just sat here and said that, Jokic was able to be a playoff team, while LeBron James, he wasn't able to be in the play-in, and that was your main reason on why he couldn't even be better than Jokic.
I don't know if that was my main reason. I just didn't like that you said the Lakers supporting cast was worse than Denver's. That was one thing. I didn't like that at all.
I think so. I think when we look at the players and the defense around them, the system that was in play, coaching, and all of that, like the Lakers was a mess last year. A mess. It was a train wreck. And for me, when I sit here and acknowledge that a team is so much struggling with more than just the players themselves, it's kind of hard for me to knock a player in his talents because I understand that the team is just in a terrible ass position. For example, last year in the Miami Heat, you guys was on my ass because I still thought Jimmy Butler was a top 15 player, which he still is today for me. I thought he was the top 15 player because I understood the struggles in the Miami Heat.
Now with everybody healthy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Shaq, we're not going to do that. I
Now
understood
when
that.
everybody healthy.
I understood the struggles on why they struggled and the injuries that happened in their play, and I understand why they struggled in the playoffs as well. And it was not because of what Jimmy Butler, who he was, it mainly because the team was just in a bad predicament, which is why it's kind of hard for me to knock players when I understand that.
But an 11 seed.
Bro, the
They-
Lakers was bad.
They were
bro.
worse than
They
the
were grabbing-
Spurs.
Bro, they were grabbing up players from the gutter, bro. Like it was bad on how desperate they were just for people.
I
and
don't want
LeBron
to
James
compare this
only
to
played
the
50
Warriors
times.
last year. We were bad and we were at 8 seeds. 11 seed is great. Like they were very far below 500.
But this is the thing with your team. Like your team was different because
Mars
you
knows
guys
he's
was
being nasty right now.
your
I
team
don't.
was
I don't think you can just say continuity.
So where were the Lakers
Injuries.
last season?
A 7
Your
seed. I
team
think?
when
Yeah, they were a 7 seed.
oh okay.
Yeah,
So
7
they're
seed.
better than your team.
Yeah, they were better than my team.
so this is why I say it's kind of different for your team because even though your team was terrible offensively, you guys still were able to play defense, a pretty good defense.
Yep.
So when you sit here and recognize that Stephen Curry is an offensive guy who could carry the load offensively, you could sit here and see how the team could come together and be able to be an 8 seed because you got one player who could carry that much of an offensive load. And then the other team maybe not be good on offense, but they carry a good defensive load as well. So that's why I'm saying it's kind of different.
No, I get that it's different. I'm not saying the Lakers had good circumstances. Like they had bad circumstances. But
Can't wait for y'all to be done.
Like an 11 seed is just crazy to me. Like I'm not gonna look at someone who is an 11 seed with these circumstances included and think you're better than guys who you're not better than, in my opinion.
Hello, Ron. Thank you for joining us. You're only 2 hours and 20 minutes late.
Hey, better late than never. I thought I'd bless you guys and make this a classic episode.
Are you talking inside of a Snapple can?
Ron,
It's an Arizona green tea can.
Oh, amazing drink. Ron, we just had a guest. His name is Domo.
And what about him?
Nothing. He was entertaining, to say the least.
He was
a great guy. He was very
What would you give him
entertaining.
on
I loved his
scale
energy.
of 1 to 10? Out of all
For
of
the
our
time-
guests, what would you?
For his time being, I'll give him a 10.
Fire. So you definitely want him back up here
Yes, I do.
because he has Dale Minion tendencies. Is that why?
Never. No guest has
No.
ever had Del Mean tendencies.
I can
Except-
name an
yeah, no
episode,
guess.
but Shaq could be tight. So I'll leave that guest out of this.
Oh my!
Thank you.
Wow, Ron, you were discussed on the show today.
You do sound like you're an air balloon, though.
I'm in a
Going
car.
to
I'm
bad
sorry.
take land.
That's why you guys brought me up.
No. I need to see you versus Dub because I don't understand why Dub gets so much smoke. Like on this show, to be honest, it's really like people love Mars, people love Euro, but there's only one other person I'm like, all right, just me and him. But for all the other shenanigans, for the people below us, where it's like
The serfs.
where it's like
Wow.
Ron. I just think you and Dub should battle because I think you guys are very close in things you say. That's all. That's why you came up. And Shaq cursed me out. Mars said some word about T, and JD just laughed.
I said Ron is a better analyst
Then
than
most,
Dale,
then
and
me
then
as well.
I
Yes,
changed
yep.
it, and I said, okay, he's right under Dale, but he's for sure in front of everybody else besides me.
I think I'll smoke Dale. Pause.
Fact.
I think Ron is really
And-
good, really
and
good
that
at
goes
analyzing
with-
things.
And that goes with your occupation as well, Ron. So that all works out well.
Facts,
Yeah, if
facts.
if our community wasn't so biased to Mars, which I actually love because he's in the trenches on Discord, as I always state, Ron, I think that you would fare a lot better.
Wait,
Ron gets a
in
lot of
all
love.
actuality, though, yeah, I think Ron Dons get a lot of love too. I think I'm starting to get a lot of hate, which is
Who,
fine.
you?
Yeah, I think I've been in the trenches. I've battled the best of the best. I come on the top more than on the bottom. Pause, and I'm one of them. And I'm one of them ones. When you have outstanding one of those ones takes that's propelled the PC, and I love all you guys. So like when other people come on, like other than Shaq caping for the EP episode, which I watched twice, and he was just in a bad mood at the time. I don't know why.
Who, me or
He had to
EP?
be in a bad. You had to be in a bad mood watching that episode to come down with your notes, because mad of your notes was wrong. A lot of your notes was very wrong. So other than that episode, I feel like, I'm here to stay.
Hey Dale, what's your most elite take though? What's the one you was getting at?
I don't know, bro. Like I'm just
Do we need
every
to count?
episode I drop at least one gem.
Yo, Dale, I want to know. Look. If this is an NBA
wait,
game,
Ron.
per 36, what's your averages?
Oh, per 36, I'm like 32, 8 and 7. 2 steals in a block. But look, listen though. One thing I would have to definitely say, which catapult me, whenever I'm leading something, this is for people that's pre everything. Like I had Beat the Dell, I was dominating that. I had the J Awards, I was leading in that. And then Players Court, I was leading in that. And you guys just demolish it without no concerning, without no warning, without no Dell, what do you think about this? Which is fine. I don't get to make docs. I just have to come here and show up to work.
Hey,
so
Dale.
I get it.
Hey, Dale, I wasn't here during the Beat the Dale times, and I got respect for the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, but they're trying to say, bro, that you're Bob Cousy with that. They're saying that was like episode like 22.
Right.
I'm just that's just what they're saying, bro.
Fine. Exactly the point. That could, and I agree with you there. Boom. But then to replace that, we come up with the J Awards. I let in that. To replace J Awards, oh, Dale, you're gonna like Players Court. You and Mars. I let in that. So as the era's changing, Dell is still walking through the Green Mile looking like John Kofi. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying why, like, I staple myself on a different plateau than most.
This is my worst era right now. This is top left at his lowest. Even before EP, I was already spiraling. I'm trying to grab onto something and bring the joy back.
Grab a hold of me, brother.
You going to the Final Four had put a little wrench in that. You had to go zero dark shack, EuroLeague style, which is fine.
But then it was
that's
Mars.
when I took over a little bit. But then Mars came, and Mars also paused.
I hate his following.
He took a lot of fans. He took a lot of people.
Yeah.
He dived into Shaq Poole and took all those seeds out. He definitely did.
I thought I was going crazy.
But that's your fault.
So it's kind of we're all kind of Shaq Army, but it's like
you thought he was gonna come to attack me, being a low, but no.
Shaq's the tree
was loyal to the minions, and Dubs, alcoholic people are here as well. But you lost your people to Mars. Mars just sits there looking like your little brother with the afro when he takes his hoodie off. Great takes, great age. Everybody loves everything he said. Whenever he bring up the word PR,
he has the appeal. He for sure has the appeal.
True percentage, true real shooting field. I don't know what you call it. All it works. It just works. And now you're sitting here like, that used to be me.
The love used to be me, but now I get picked apart for everything. Yeah,
every single thing. And then you became nasty when you would create a game and then change the rule because it didn't match the player you picked. You became a bad guy, but you always have the I digress, brought you a little people back up. That gave you a little like window to say like,
I think this summer I can actually gain my
maybe. Euro is coming, pause. Euro is coming, pause.
No, because like I just moved back into like where we kind of like started to take off where it originated. And when I walk in, I get those vibes like daddy's home. And and I feel like I can translate that over to what's happening on the show now, but it might not work.
Right. I got you. I want to go the Discord route to what the chat just asked, but I just don't have the time to be sitting there like, my wife sounds good. She's pregnant. So just doing all that. And I like to play spades. I'm online playing spades all day. I don't want to be typing back to Garp the Fisted or Modzilla. And I don't want to be doing that. Modzilla. Who else is on the thing?
Yo, a Garp shout out is so elite.
Like, I'm sorry, I just don't. And Garb defensive, you're talked about a lot. Good thing, bad thing. Your name rings a little bell in our own Discord.
Garp is
And I get
goated.
it. And so whatever you're doing, continue
We
doing
just
it.
call him Garp.
He's on first name basis over here.
Where's Ron at?
Ron just decided to pull up front row seats to listen to the show instead of watching it on YouTube.
We need that view. Actually, we don't.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So, what's next on the?
Yeah. Let me get to a couple more of these super chats that we're rolling through.
Yo, JD.
Yeah.
JD, before you do that, can we all get JD's averages as a point guard, quote unquote? How many assists does JD average?
JD's like J Kiddish to me. He gives me J Kid
Oh,
vibes.
I was just about to say JD is for sure Jason Kidd.
Like,
and you know how much I adore Jason Kidd.
12 and 11.
Very needed. Yeah.
Oh, let's do this.
Glue guy.
JD, who is everyone's NBA player, panelist wise? Shaq, who would you say you are?
I think
all-time rank. You can pick all-time players. Did we? I don't remember. Let's do
all
it.
time. All right, I'm gonna pick somebody.
We've done this before, but I hope to hear some changes. I hope that the player changes.
Remember?
Yeah, I'm changing my player.
Wait, should we make everyone give somebody a player though? I feel like you shouldn't choose your own player.
Well, I wish the chat would do it, but I don't want them to be biased. I want them to really.
I want it to be like role
player
player edition. I want it to be like not like superstars.
I
Pick
would
like a
say
role
that, but
player.
I'm a superstar.
Like, bro, chat is already.
Bro.
Shaq is Rashawn Holmes. Shaq is Lou Williams with defense. Shaq gives me Draymond vibes. We might have to let chat do this.
They're not gonna be fair, bro. I want them to be fair. Like, be fair.
Mars is EP.
I hated that one.
Oh, jeez. Mars is prime Skip Bayless. I love prime Skip Bayless. Oh my god.
NBA edition, like for real, like real, like be honest, like superstar edition, Shaq. I'm chat.
Some of these.
I'll go with. I think I'll be the one to do this. I think Dell and Shaq is
Shaq
LeBron. It's definitely LeBron and KD because LeBron and KD are very
Shaq
good
is gonna
friends.
ask this.
Wait.
Who has better handles?
Oh well, Shaq. Well, Shaq's
who has better
LeBron.
handles?
Shaq's LeBron, and you're KD because you're the KD fan. And it's like this: you guys are really good friends. You guys disagree on a lot. You guys aren't really similar in any sense, but every time you guys are together, you guys, it's all love, and you guys are pretty well likable amongst a lot of people.
I hate this game.
So yeah, LeBron and KD, that's a good one for you. Mars, I go with Mars is Steph. Mars is Steph.
Dub is Mike Miller.
You know what? Shaq's gonna hate that because Shaq wants to be Steph, and that's how much I know.
No, Mars is Steph.
I don't want to be Steph.
Mars is Steph because in that time, Steph was coming up, and there was a lot of people who hated Steph because of the way he did things. He couldn't go to the rack like that. But what he did was pretty.
I like where you're going, Dub.
Was pretty
is giving
impactful.
some good insight right now.
So there we go. Me, I'm gonna stick with a role player. I don't even know though. I'll let you guys decide that.
You're not
Jay?
you're not a role player.
Jay,
You're Jalen Brunson. You're Jalen Brunson.
No. It has to be a guy. It has to be a guy who plays ball, but he's mainly playing ball mainly for entertainment.
No, Dub, you being Russell Westbrook.
So I'm Skip to my Lou.
What happened?
So I'm Skip to my Lou or the professor.
Dub, you being Russell Westbrook is kind of valid.
I don't. Yeah, Russell Westbrook's cool with me. Jay's. I think Jason Kidd is perfect. Quiet
Definitely.
guy, quiet guy. Doesn't what he does is impactful. What he does to
Not quiet though, but I get it.
Who's Ron? Siakam, and now because he looks like
Nah,
him.
Ron is very underrated.
Kenneth Farid.
Ron really puts in some
Fire.
good inputs, but people would just be hating on him. I don't know though.
Ron is
Ron, who are you?
Chris Middleton. What's wrong with Chris Middleton?
Middleton?
Chris Middleton. Come on, Shaq just said when Ron not here, like to his Giannis, and when Giannis didn't have Chris, how he feels when Ron's never here. Come on, bro. He's Chris Middleton with a smidget of Bobby Portis. Like we're not doing that.
Ron?
Yes, he's Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton for sure.
I don't know. I don't know about Chris Middleton. I don't like Chris Middleton like that.
Either
I'll give him like Chris Bosh.
I'll take
I'm
Jordan.
Jimmy Butler.
I'm Michael Jordan. Or Freedom.
That would be in Michael
Meta
Jordan.
World Peace.
No, the other Freedom.
Oh, and it's Cantor.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, Bill Russell.
Yeah.
OG's definitely fucking. He's Wilt Chamberlain, bro.
Wow, Ron did not like that Chris Middleton take.
You talking about Chilltown?
Yeah. Chill,
I'm not
chill.
gonna lie. You saying when you made that little remark for Dell and Chilltown, in my head I was like, I don't think Dell ever lost a debate to Chilltown. I remember that one time we made a TikTok about it. They did the Magic Johnson thing, and then Dell was just reading off the names like Penny Hardaway, Tracy McGrady, Grant Hill, and then he was just sitting there like, just stuck. And I was like, damn, like Dell, you body him right there.
Dell and OG just see who can talk the loudest.
No, I concede that. He talks louder than me.
All right.
I concede that for sure.
Jeremy Barnes sent a super chat, said DeJounte to the Celtics and Clippers to the Western Conference Finals 2. DeJounte Murray. Yes, DeJounte Murray. What the heck? DeJounte Murray to the Celtics would be nuts. But we were seeing rumors to the Hawks. Dell likes that. I hate it. Shaq likes that.
I do like that.
Dub likes that. Mars likes
It
that.
could work out.
I hate it.
It could definitely work out.
Hate it. It's about damn time said Shaq wins the next PC versus Friday.
Hopefully, I can't get these guys on the schedule to save my life.
We said Friday at 12.
I'll come through.
100% to blame.
I'll come
I'm
play some
100%.
T Swift.
I can't do 12, but
What time can you do?
I could do after 3.
So 3?
You want to do 3 exactly? I could probably make 3 work.
Yeah, 3 is good as well for me.
Fire.
Friday,
Shaq,
3 o'clock.
Could you tell me the topics?
I'm gonna send the topics right after the show once I can get everybody on the same page.
Steve Breezy,
Don't
thank you for the super
cheating
chat.
going on.
I'm so
And
godly.
guys, I haven't lost a piece of music yet.
I wish we
know
could
I'm
do it
retired.
tomorrow.
Me too.
Tomorrow, I could do 3 tomorrow. 3:30.
3 tomorrow will actually be better.
Yo, you guys, while I was in Europe drinking during this time is kind of wild.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like just getting faded on 3 o'clock on.
I started at 9
Wednesdays
a.m.
and
Oh, bro.
Sundays.
Let me tell you something, bro. This is what I want to do, right? I've recently come with a new dream. And in that new dream, what I want to do is I want to have a bar type restaurant spot in the middle of daytime where people come in to have a good time around their lunch breaks or 3 o'clock or whatnot and just have some fucking fun.
Their
Like a little
lunch
club during the
breaks.
day. During the break time. I remember when I used to work at some of the jobs, I would go to a bar and have a blast, bro, in my little hour lunch break. So that's what I want to do. Nice little brunch and drinks, dub and drinks. It would be so fire.
Okay.
What
Dub
a
and
name. Wow, what a name. Dub, can we start a
Dub and
podcast for
drinks.
Dub and Drinks?
I would definitely then we just test drinks, test taste.
And you
Taste
never get
test.
to
Well,
go home.
I have a lifelong sobriety, but for you, we can.
Little
You
dubs
test
hanging on the
alcoholic
umbrellas.
beverages, and I'll text virgin beverages, and we see how they cook, like which one.
I'm for that. I'm for that 100%.
All right,
Dub
JD,
and
it's on you.
Godly. I am so modly said
Yup.
or asked, how well would each panelist fare in the Discord? I mean, I body you all every day, so we already know that answer.
Wait, JD, you're in there a lot.
No. I just pop in, send a little text message once a week.
So Mars,
Put
are you the
somebody
one
in a
holding it
corner.
down for us in Discord? Are you the one? holding it?
I'm in there the most. Dub's in there
I'm in and out.
often. Yeah, Dub's in there often.
Every
Are you
time
Discord?
I check
I'm in there the most.
I check the Discord maybe once a day where I'll just go and like clear the notifications, scroll through really quick, see what everyone's talking about. And every single day somebody is bitching to Mars or at Mars or about Mars. Every day. It's crazy. Literally every day.
Nah,
I've actually
Listen, let
gotten
me tell you, I
personal
want to-
DMs about Mars
I need
That's
to
elite.
tell you
That
guys
hat,
something.
me too.
behavior in the Discord.
Hold on, wait. I need to tell you guys something. Mars on the Discord is a different breed. If you guys are watching this right now and you're not on the Discord, please join. You can see
You
Mars'
could get
true
bullied
colors.
too.
That guy, you see Mars on the show when guests come along, mad quiet. Mars been quiet for the last few episodes. No. Mars
Discord
is
Yeah, you
Mars.
should
Mars
see
is
Mars's
a tyrannical
keyboard.
maniac.
Can somebody
on
make
the
a
Discord.
YouTube
I
channel
mean,
called Discord Mars?
he tells people to shut up. He's like, oh, you're dumb. He's like, what the hell are you talking about? Are you educated? And I'm just like, damn. and as I'm reading this, bro, I'm reading it in his accent. So I'm laughing the whole time, like, yo, I love everything that he's saying.
I feel like me and you should send Marge a jersey so we could be on his background.
If he would allow it.
Was he
I
gonna
think
hang it
he'll
on
allow
his curtain over his window?
No, it's right there. I see space right there, and it's
Hanging on his
space another side.
television?
I mean,
I'm actually about to
this
start.
space.
I'm about to
There's
start selling
space.
jerseys on the website.
Nah,
One
so
of
fire.
mine signed by
Mars
Player's
is
Choice.
So fire.
Mars' slogan.
Fire.
Y'all need to remember this. Mars' slogan on Discord is, "Are you mod? Are you mod?"
I hate your accent.
It's so bad.
Love you though, Dub.
No, fuck it. I don't care. I try my best. I'm not British.
Jeremy Barnes said, Barney, the Discord goat. You guys need Skywalker.
Who's
Oh, no,
Skywalker?
we don't need Skywalker.
Who's Skywalker, Mars? Who's this new character that I've been?
He's
seeing pop
not.
up?
He's not new. We don't need Skywalker.
Do we need
Well, he's
Skywalker,
alright.
chat? I'm now
We-
curious.
we
I'm
don't
I
I'm over
think
here
I
in the
need.
Discord looking for
It's
Skywalker
been a
now.
week. It's been a week since I've been on,
Let's see.
and I think I need to join back up to see who this Skywalker character is.
They
Oh, the new guy?
the Discord was being kind of crazy. He hadn't been seen for a long time, and everyone just started atting him, and then he came back, and then he disappeared about half an hour later. But he left on bad terms with the Discord, so
Oh, wow.
people brought him back.
Oh, like he didn't like you guys.
I mean, it's more so he said nonsense, got fried, left, and then people kind of brought him back.
So
fried him
you
again.
guys
haven't seen it.
zapped him from the Discord and then hit him with the CPR, revived him. And now he's back.
Not me, by the way. I was just a spectator to the whole thing.
Okay.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe that for
I
a second.
I genuinely was just spectator.
I see
Okay.
there are several people in the Discord with flop takes, which is crazy.
Worthy.
Fire.
I can't
All right.
believe we don't have Players Court no more.
Trent said,
Can bring it back.
Trent sent a super chat. Not gonna lie, Dub be getting fried in the Discord. Discord debates are lit. Just join the voice chats. There's always a debate somewhere. Wow, Dub, are you gonna take that slander from your boy?
That's crazy. I don't get fried. I get jumped.
That's what
That's
happened to
what happened.
Skywalker.
I get jumped. Every time I have to argue with 3 people at the same time, and it's like,
Oh, like I do?
yeah.
Nice.
Jalen, if you guys didn't know, I met Jalen this past weekend, and it was one of the best things ever. I
Yeah,
seen Del,
Dub came right.
I seen Del
Go
play
ahead, Dub.
basketball, and I will have to say that besides Michael Jordan, I think Del's the greatest basketball player I've ever seen in my life.
Fire.
The way that he gets to his spots, how
And he went to the
fluid
Sixers game this year.
I did, and I seen Jokic and Embiid, and
Yep.
Del was better than both of those guys combined.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
You haven't
And
seen me play.
Jalen is better than Denzel Washington.
Thank
He
you.
is surprised. He has made my top 3 favorite people of all time.
It was good. I met Dub dad and his little brother. It was dope for Dub to pull up to my pro am game. Shaq hates me and Dub relationship outside of Players Choice. He's like, what is going on here? Okay, I'm confused. Every time y'all pop up, y'all together. What's next? Why am I not seeing these messages of the link on the Telegram?
Yeah, I hated that, seeing that.
It was
Shaq
pretty
gets
dope.
Shaq gets jealous sometimes. It's okay. I told Shaq though. I said, listen, if you was in the Northeast too, bro,
For
we would
sure.
probably have the same relationship, bro.
And a
The
fight broke
slums
up
of
where
America.
a player was about to beat up a player was about to beat up the ref. The ref got dressed and left. Was scared. Our game couldn't finish. This all happened.
That's
Dub.
so elite.
Yeah.
That's
He
exactly
pushed the
what
ref.
happened.
He pushed the ref. I don't know if Shaq might know. JD probably. You know the Jelly Fam dude, like Jelly Fam, the layup. Everybody be like Jelly.
Yeah.
Like it's like
I don't know the guy, but
like
I know the saying.
Yeah, he played the game. He was in the game. He was on the other team. So the inventor of that was on the other team, bricking shots.
Fire.
Yeah, insane. Jelly.
I didn't know that dude. You told me that dude played for the Clippers, the one that pushed the ref.
Yeah, he was on the Clippers. 3 years ago, he had a couple 10-day offers with the Clippers. He was in Germany this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think he signed in France like yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, I
it
felt
was in my story.
So what happened? Like, why is it that I get he
liked
teched
his
him and kicked
aggression.
him out? It teched him and kicked him out, but was there more that went into it on why he reacted like that? It was just he got mad.
He got fouled and the ref didn't make a call. And that was it. And that's why I went up to talk to him. Like, yo, what are you doing? Like, why is this making you so mad? Like,
yeah,
really
I thought
upset.
I thought it was kind of weird too.
Dream Hoops wants to know what's the most points you guys have scored in a regulation game.
Been some baddies in the crowd.
College,
a couple.
36 in college.
Thank you for that, Dub.
I was
concerned.
I scoped it out for my little brother too. I said, "Yo, check that out."
36 in college, and as a pro, I was in Russia. I think I had 38 in Russia, maybe 39. Yeah, but in pro-ams, let's not go there.
I guess it's disgusting in program.
Yeah, it's a disgusting program. I think it's like 58, maybe.
I think I only broke 20 points twice in my entire basketball career in like college, high school games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like 36. When I had 36 in college, I felt like 40 something, but it was a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Did he witness both my 46 and 40?
Absolutely ridiculous. You talking about Idaho?
Yeah, in Idaho.
Oh my god!
Top JUCO team in the nation.
Chipola?
Take this 40. Northern Idaho.
Oh, they were better than Chipola?
And they weren't. They weren't. I don't think they were like a top ranked in the nation, but they were. They were good.
Right,
okay. They were top ranked in the nation.
Really?
They were the number one JUCO recruiting me out of college, and I didn't go there. That's what the funniest part was.
Really?
Yeah, they recruited me.
Damn, they didn't really feel like a number one.
They had that's how I make people look and feel.
Yeah, it's true.
I was about to say,
what you've seen isn't regular.
Was Ron on this team?
No.
Mm-hmm.
But Cardo was. Cardo and Shaq was the most disgusting duo. I got to just have front row seats to every single one of those games. It was so sick.
What's Ricardo's last name?
Maxwell.
Is he still playing?
No, like the American pro-am, like pro circuit. You know how they got the pro leagues in America now?
Oh, okay. Yeah. What position?
Point guard.
Okay.
He's like Nate. He's like Nate Robinson or Isaiah Thomas height.
He's like one of those like small point guards that's super quick, super shifty, super athletic, and can shoot.
Yeah, he is disgusting.
And strong, built like an ox.
Yeah.
I'll probably beat you in one-on-one, Dale. Not gonna lie. I wouldn't lie to you.
How many dribbles?
As many as you want.
That's one. The more, the better.
Oh, so
for you,
more. No. Less is better for me.
You don't want to play him 2 dribble, 1 dribble, anything.
Yes, I could count his dribble and my length. It helps.
When he wanted to sit down too, it was disgusting.
I think he can guard you. How you think Gary Payton can guard Bird? I feel like he can guard you.
But I'm a bull as well on ball defense, though. So it's like,
yeah.
So Ricardo,
I just feel like he has good separation.
It's like
amazing separation. Like gives me Mike James vibes, kind of.
Yeah. Would be scared for Mike actually.
On the first, second, okay, you only have one left, Ricardo. Let's see where this is gonna go. So unlimited dribble, I get y'all. He probably dance all around.
He's probably the quickest player I think I've ever seen in my life.
Ever.
No cap.
Ever. It's disgusting how this
He's
man
like
moves
one of
on the
those
court.
players like that you see in 2K in the park, the little cheat demigods.
Bro, listen to me,
Marginals, I'm talking
chat.
about.
I went to a random community college. Very random. This has no like there's no like I don't even know what to the word that I'm looking for with this school. Nothing to brag about. I had the two best players maybe in the state at the time on my JUCO team. Like, what is going on?
You didn't get no tick?
It was corny. No, absolutely not. I played maybe 3 to 5 minutes a game. Best shooter on the team, too. I thought that I was actually the best shooter in the league. That's where my confidence level was at. Got no burn. But my attitude was also dog shit, so that's why. That is a strong reason why I didn't get much playing time. I used to bitch all the time and yell at them. So
You were kind of close with the coaches, so that made it even more acceptable. But it was two junior colleges merging. Somebody had to. Sorry, I hate it had to be you, but I'm glad that you're relevant now, years later.
Made all academic team though, so
yeah.
I got some hardware.
Yeah.
Rank me with the all-time great nerds. Screw it.
You were going to classes back then, like I was too. Don't get me wrong, but like you know how like hoopers had like females do the work for them.
Yeah.
Remember the scandal on the women's team?
Wait, what one?
Blazers are offering Dame Lillard 2 years, $100 million.
Who?
Dame.
The Blazers. Dame, 2 years, $100 million.
I'm taking that.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Fire.
The Raptors are offering Fred VanVleet $100 million
for 2 years.
For 1 year.
For a game.
Tyler Hero, $25 million a year. Tyler Hero.
How many years?
Brunson money.
Huh?
How many years?
Well, they said a year, so probably 3 years, 75, or 4 year, 100.
Wow.
I need to play Summer League this year and just say I'll take whatever you guys got.
Yeah,
whatever you guys can throw me.
So if Tyler get 100, does Jordan Poole get 100, or does he get like 80?
Poole's about to get 4 years, 100. Maybe
But
110.
Poole is getting 100 as well.
1,000%.
Wow, really?
I don't think Jordan Poole's worth 25 a year, but if he gets offered that, nice.
I mean, another team thinks he gets that. Like if Jordan Poole went to the New York Knicks, he's doing better than Brunson. That's the difference.
I don't agree.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's a thing with poison where you've been. Like I think Jordan Poole could potentially be a better player than.
Wait, so where has Brunson been? Lincolnshire, Illinois. What are we talking about right now? Where's he been? That's just so.
Well, his role has always been begging in a bit brighter spot, so I just think that he's more ready to be on his own. His role
with better. Dallas was a bigger role than Poole had pre-Clay. Yes. And even when Clay got there, that is actually incorrect.
Are you serious?
I don't agree with you even a little bit.
Are you serious?
I want to see the numbers. What backs this claim?
The backs this claim is game 1 and 2 in Utah, the Utah series without Luka Doncic.
You're talking about 2 games, and they lost one of them.
Yeah, but he still became like the best player on the team.
The bigger role off of 2 games? If that's what you're doing, I'm sorry.
No. I'm placing the bigger role of the players when they don't have Clay and he didn't have Luka. But his role is bigger on Dallas than it was for Jordan Poole on Warriors, just because Warriors have more pieces. The Warriors also have an Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green,
I
Steph
still think
Curry.
Poole's role was crazy.
It was crucial, but it wasn't bigger than
not crucial. Crazy.
No, it was crucial, but it wasn't bigger than Jalen Brunson's role on
Dallas. Who averaged? Okay, all right. Let's just who played more minutes? Who averaged more points? Who shot more field goals? Who got more rebounds?
I don't know how is that gonna help what we're saying?
Because how is his role bigger when Jordan Poole averaged more points than he did?
We're talking about the regular season.
Yeah, well, what else can we? What are we talking about? One game in the playoffs?
You could use
Let's
the
talk
whole
about the
playoffs.
whole playoffs because they both played the whole playoffs.
You said this season that Brunson had a bigger role than Jordan Poole.
He did.
Oh, I didn't.
Wait, hold
I didn't
on.
know that.
You don't think so, Dub? JD, what do you think?
Are you talking about when the stars were out?
Anytime you have to do, are you talking about?
I'm just trying to get the context here. Yeah. You're talking about when stars are out, so when Luka was out and when Clay was out.
Even when they're back, out and back, but you only could use 2 for each. Well, no, because Luka got hurt in the regular season as well.
I think I would agree. I think that Jalen Brunson, his role was bigger because he had to pick up the slack.
Incorrect.
Hold on. He had to pick up the slack when Luka was out, and then Luka came back, and he was still starting next to Luka. Granted, I understand it's Klay Thompson, so of course Jordan Poole is going to take a back seat and sit on the bench. But
wait, Shaq, why is Poole role bigger? Dub, what do you think?
What's the question?
Who role was bigger? Who role was
averaged
bigger?
more points?
Jalen Brunson on Dallas,
1 assist less,
or Jordan Poole's on the Warriors?
Jalen Brunson on Dallas.
Thank you.
You had Stephen Clay. You had Stephen
wait,
Clay and Andrew Wiggins who could take some of the
No.
pressure off.
He didn't have Clay for the first half of the season. That was keeping them in contention.
Without Clay, even without Clay.
Without Draymond. What was Draymond doing? Look at the 4-man for the Dallas Mavericks and compare his stats to Draymond this season. So what are we talking about right now? Why are you acting like Draymond was just this all-star this year? No, because you're making me tight. No, because you're making me tight. So let's cancel him out. Steph, let's cancel it out. Steph, Luka. Now let's go to the next. Now let's go to the next important piece on each team. Jordan Poole and Brunson. Who was more important than Poole this year outside of Steph? You're about to lie.
Andrew Wiggins.
During the regular season? Nobody. Yes, no, he wasn't.
What? He started an All-Star game. Of course, a lot of people thought.
No, he started an All-Star game because a cult following in Korea, BTS, whatever, pop. They went to their millions of fans. They tweeted it out, and they all voted for him. It was the same with Yao Ming. Why are you being nasty right now?
You're comparing.
I promise you, Wiggins doesn't make the All-Star game if the BTS guy doesn't tweet it out.
I don't know who that is. BTS still means behind the scenes.
So you think that Andrew Wiggins would have Mars? So you think Andrew Wiggins would have made the All-Star team without him tweeting that out?
Tweeting what out?
I mean, I don't think Andrew Wiggins would have made. I think All-Star's popularity, anyway, but I still think he's
yes, exactly.
Well, Draymond was an All-Star.
He shouldn't have been. That's what I'm letting you know. Forget the narrative. I didn't bring up that nonsense anyways. Forget the narrative. Now let's look at importance. You're telling me Wiggins was more important than Poole this year?
Yes.
Yes.
You guys are just prisoner of the moment, guys. Okay, I'm not in that prison. Just whatever. Shoot. Whatever. Do what you gotta do.
Shaq, do
what you gotta do.
More important to the Warriors than Jalen Brunson to the Mavs. Jalen Brunson is way more important, bro. It's like
can I please get the rest of that Dallas Mavericks team?
Talking about beginning of the season, Kristaps Porzingis before he got traded.
Dwight Powell, Maxi Kleber.
So Kristaps played how many games for Dallas this year?
He played all the way to All-Star.
So 57 games.
Well, he obviously missed time.
Okay, bet. So
Jalen, who's the 4 on that Dallas?
You guys are pretty sick. I'm telling you, you guys are pretty nasty. I like it though. All right.
Who was the Dallas Mavericks 4-man that you said compared to Draymond?
Maxi Kleber?
You do not want to look at Maxi Kleber's stat versus Draymond. So
I'm
asking. Is that who you're talking about, Shaq? Maxi Kleber?
I don't know.
I don't care who it is.
Or Dwight Powell.
I just want to hear.
Dwight Powell started at the 5.
Oh, so Kristaps played 34 games. He was averaging 19. Jalen Brunson's averaged 16. Tim Hardaway Jr. averaged 14, and Spencer Dinwiddie averaged 15. So I can argue that Spencer Dinwiddie was more important than Jalen Brunson the same way that you guys are.
Tim Hardaway,
because I don't see
Spencer Dinwiddie didn't come until the second half of the season, and Tim Hardaway was out the whole season.
I
digress.
Tim Hardaway played 42 games.
That's
half of the season. So I can imagine if he played 82, Brunson's numbers also would have went down. When he was here the whole time, Brunson's numbers also would have. What are we talking about right now? You're all playing off ball with Luka.
No.
Just letting you know what I see.
You don't see anything.
Who was the foreman?
Who was more important? You said. I think Brunson to Mavs was more important than Poole to the Warriors.
Who was the starting foreman? Foreman? Please.
Finney Smith? I don't know.
Dorian Finney-Smith, yes.
11 a game.
Shaq,
11, 5. Ooh, that's nice. 40% from 3. I think the Warriors are taking that over.
You think the Warriors taking that over Draymond? You're drunk.
Of course not. But still, like if they're looking at these two numbers after year one, I bet they do. That's how good Draymond is.
Oh, here's breaking
news. Better for sure.
So how was Brunson? I don't get it. You guys are hating on Jordan Poole now. They're all right. I'm about to get nasty.
It's not.
You guys want some breaking news?
You guys are hating.
I take the breaking news to stop.
Apparently, R. Kelly just got sentenced to 30 years.
Damn.
Wow.
Is that it? Okay.
Damn.
That's like rest of his life. I feel like.
Damn,
I think
Robert.
he's like 50, right?
He could live that out, but that's tough.
I'm fine with it. It's a weirdo.
30 years, bro.
In the show. Never mind. Chris Stapps, 34 games. Brunson.
Shaq, you still looking into this? Come on, man. It's not.
I don't even know what we're debating at this point.
We're saying who was more important this year, Jalen Brunson or Jordan Poole?
Just based off the regular season, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd have to do that because the more important guy eliminates the other guy. Of course, with friends.
Hey, so Will Barton got traded?
Yeah, Will Barton and Monte Morris for KCP and Ish Smith.
Interesting. That's nice.
Also, Ish Smith has officially played for the most NBA teams in a career, right?
Jordan Poole was the second option on the Golden State Warriors. That's what I'm not getting here.
Dub's getting attacked by inanimate objects.
Jordan Poole was the second option.
I'm about to hang up, bro.
I'm telling you, Jordan Poole. So who was the second option?
Poole. When? Who wasn't hurt?
On the Golden State Warriors this regular season, who was the second option? Mars, since he's our Golden State Warriors analyst. Who was the second option?
Our second scoring option was probably Jordan Poole.
It's not even close. I
Yeah.
mean, what other option?
Okay.
Yeah, but that doesn't make you more important than Andrew Wiggins. It doesn't make you more important than Draymond Green.
Jalen Brunson was the second option. And
we're talking about who's more important to that team.
Without Jordan Poole, you don't make the finals, and we can all hang up right now. You do not make the finals without Jordan Poole. I'm telling you that right now.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm letting you guys know on record right now.
But Shaq,
he barely played after the Denver series.
No, you don't make it. No, you don't make it to that point.
You don't make it to the playoffs.
That's what I'm
saying.
That 20 a game, that 20 games out the door, you're in the play-in.
Shaq,
Put that, etch that down somewhere.
That's why
etch that down. He barely played.
Hold on,
what?
He did barely play after Denver.
Now this is what. So you guys are disgusting. Brunson barely played after they got eliminated.
Yeah, well, duh.
Yeah. He barely played. I didn't see him.
I love that, Shaq. But
I didn't see him.
Instead of Brunson being more
hit the road,
Dallas, Poole being who's more important to the Warriors?
He barely played, but he averaged 17 in the playoffs as well. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, he played a lot in the Denver series.
Yeah, I don't care. He averaged 17. Did he play every single game? Did he play every single game
against Boston?
Did he play every single game this season in the playoffs?
Yes.
And he averaged 17 a game. So I don't care if he played or not. He must have been efficient enough. I don't know how he's averaging 17 barely playing. And you played every single game.
Because when you average like 24 in round 1, and then you average like 20 in round 2, and then you average like 14 in round 3.
So without that,
and then you average like 11 in round 4.
Without that 24, without that 20, where do you think? How do
you think Jordan Poole's 24 changes?
Who was making up for it? Tell me who was
losing. Then okay, I'm just gonna disagree.
All right, because when Steph didn't have the guys last season, I seen a lot of things that I didn't think that I would see. and you guys were fighting for your lives.
We'll go from winning in 5 to losing without.
Hey,
Jordan
guess what?
Poole
It was a nice. Yes, we need to give Jordan Poole his credit instead of giving Jalen
Brunson
his
credit. You can give him credit. It doesn't mean he was more
zapped.
important than Jalen Brunson was for his team.
He was more important. One is
Jordan
the
Poole
NBA champion.
Jordan Poole was
the other
there
didn't even make it. I guarantee you, Jordan Poole on the Dallas Mavericks would have done better than Jalen Brunson. Clearly across the board. He averaged one. He did. He averaged all of that playing with.
I don't think he would have.
Curry. No. He averaged all that playing with Steph.
But Steph
Curry.
Curry's unselfish.
So now I have a willing passer.
Steph was coming off the bench.
He did all that playing with Steph Curry.
He came off the bench.
So now because you come off the
Steph was on a minutes restriction. Like, why are you doing this?
Why are you doing this?
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
You guys are disgusting. You guys are in Mars. I know when you
Shaq, you're giving the lad a headache, man.
No, when I start cooking Mars, there's always something funny that happens with his accent. It's just like he drops a one-liner and everybody goes crazy. We want more. I don't see your point saying that he's coming off the bench. What does that have to do with anything? I'm letting you know that without Jordan Poole, they're not as good a team.
Yeah, that's a fact. Without Andrew Wiggins, we're not as good a team. Without Draymond Green, we're not as good a team. No one said he wasn't important.
He was more important than Jalen Brunson, is what I'm trying to let you know.
I mean, Jalen Brunson got up 2-1 on the Utah Jazz, but okay.
By himself.
My man.
Just don't let Shaq live, yo, please. Please let him live. Please.
All right, let's get out of here. We're at the 3
Jazz.
hours.
I know turmoil when I see it. I know turmoil when I see it.
I'm hungry.
Yo, Shaq, send me that so I can start studying. Everybody who's in here, PC music, holla.
Final words.
Kevin Garnett, top 10 all time.
Wow. Dub?
The last argument was hilarious.
Jack?
Aaron Butt is a moron.
Wow. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. We appreciate y'all. We'll see you next episode Sunday. Peace out.